Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me see something. Y'all, have I been talking to myself this whole time? Are y'all able to hear me? Did you hear me before? Hey, so you hear me before? Girl, don't tell me that I was over here ranting and raving and the thing on mute. You hear now? Okay. Great, 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 great. So I'm gonna have to edit this video. Okay. Whew. Okay. I knew I should have scheduled it for 30 minutes out. But yeah, we are here. So listen, pretty much I wanted to give you guys like the tea on this Tory Lanez, and we have some supporters that had called in to Paris Milan's show. And I wanted to share with you all this one caller actually is going to be two. So this is the end of the male's caller. But this female caller, she calls in, she tells Paris in the audience, that she's in law enforcement. She's a black woman. And then she starts to give her stance on the Tory Lane situation. And without further ado, I'll just go ahead and go on in and play the audio. And you guys just let me know what you think and what you feel about the situation. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and pull her up.
That's viewed as black in the black community as black men. You not a black and male, you something else. You other. Especially if it's a case where a black man harmed a black woman, oh, they're really othering you.
Okay, so yes, I do support Tory.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want me just to say my reasons why, or how are we doing this?
Yeah, like you could just say your stance, like why you believe he's innocent.
Okay.
And you're a black woman, right?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I'm following instructions.
Yes, thank you.
I do support Tory. And the reason why I feel that he's innocent is because I do have a law enforcement background. Me and my husband both are in law enforcement, and we deal with weapons. He deals with it a little bit more than me. So the questions I had when it pertained to Megan, I got that information from him. But the reason why I felt that feel that he was innocent, and I just didn't really care for how all of this went, is because when I was listening to, Megan, and she just wasn't being honest. And I don't want it to come off as in, well, because she wasn't honest, she deserves to be, shot or shot at. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I do feel that as Black women, when we have our protect Black women, in my mind, just like when we say that all skin folk and kinfolk, I feel the same way when it comes to with Black women. And the fact that Megan had not been honest with us, whether you like Tory or not, because I don't necessarily care for Tory because he had that whole colorist shit. Oh, I'm sorry, am I allowed to curse? I didn't mean to curse.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So when he had the whole colorist thing, so I'm not on his side as far as like I like him, I'm a fan of him. No. But when it comes to Megan, okay, I understand her not saying that she didn't want to tell them that she had initially been, shot because of George Floyd. Completely understand. But when you're looking at everything and you're like, okay, you had this huge fight with this other female that you were sleeping with her man, not her man, I don't care, behind her back. And that's not something that you're forthcoming with, because not because I care who she sleeps with. She's grown, she can do what she wants.
Okay, I gotta stop her right there because at the end of the day, this woman was pow-powed in her foot. Like, why is it that we need to know who she was in bed with, how they were doing it, how many times they did it? That's besides the fact right there. That has nothing to do with the case. It has nothing to do with the case. We're talking about somebody pulling out a weapon and unloading it at her feet. It's like people are tap dancing around the fact that this man, there was a pow pow in the situation. He wasn't supposed to be around them. He wasn't supposed to utilize it. That's just the way that it should. That's the way that it was. That's the way that it was. Hey, Larayo. Good evening, Queen. Evening, Sonya. Good morning. But listen, it's not making sense. It's really is not making sense. These women, okay, so ma'am, you're telling me that you don't believe her because she didn't let you know that she was intimate with somebody and it happened to be her friend's boyfriend. Well, ma'am, I don't think all that even matters right now because the last that I heard, um, Kelsey had got married to one of the guys in 1501. And ma'am, if you're an officer and you thinking like that, girl, I'm scared to run into you. I am scared to run into you because you already let me know that you will be on the side of the opposite party when it's time to get justice. And it's clear as day you're doing it right now. But let's get into it.
But it's the fact that now places a possible motive for the other female that you had apparently a physical altercation with. The way that they just, from what I heard, a couple, or I think it was like two lawyers that I listened to, when it came to them explaining what happened in the case, they said that they heard the shots. Well, the independent witness said, hey, the female came from the front, they're fighting each other. Then all of a sudden she goes back to the car and you hear boom, boom. And then there was apparently a break and then boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, well, that would make more sense to me than him just jumping out the car saying dance be dance. If that's not even how the situation went, it's not what the independent witness said. Now, of course, I can't sit there and say that without also stating that the independent witness also came back and said that, well, yeah, Tory had the gun waving back and forth and he was shooting in the air 5 times. I can't not mention that either. But when it's compared to what Megan said to us,
Once again, this woman still wants to drive it to Megan. You got all the facts right here. He was guilty on all 3 charges that were related to him. They were that's what the jury, that's what the courts found, right? This man wasn't honest from the beginning. Megan wasn't honest from the beginning, and she at least she told us. These individuals, they not telling us. They not telling us. They not telling us a dang gone thing. They didn't tell us that they lied. Let's talk about it. But, even with that situation with the law enforcement, that is scary because you have to look at it like this. You have black women. This woman said she was a black woman. You have black women on the police force that will sit there and bend a rule and go off. They'll be biased as hell, have their own opinions made up, formed up, and even passing the misinformation around just to get a story or a narrative painted. That's a problem.
to the Black women in the community that she asked for us to rally behind, she said she's walking away And he just jumps out the car because, you know, he got offended about her saying something about his rap lyrics. Says, dance, be dance, starts shooting the gun. Kelsey says that, well, he actually shot her from, you know, the back of the car. And I'm like, this ain't making no sense. Now, I'm not getting behind the whole Rock Nation set Tory up and all this other mess. But what I do know is that the story ain't making sense. I don't know what's up with Megan, but I do not believe that she stands with Black women the way that I wish that she, like, I just don't believe it. And I feel bad because I'm looking at how divisive with Black women we are. And it saddens me to hear that if you're like, okay, well, I don't necessarily believe the story.
Well, ma'am, how sad are you? How sad are you? Because it sounds like this is a teachable moment for you to say, you know what? I know that we don't all, see eye to eye, but, let's just wait it out, see what happens in January, and then we just go from there. But the fact of the matter is, this man committed a crime, and like most states, if you guys look it up, women will weaponize the police. They would get into a domestic violence situation, police be called, and when it's time to press charges or something to be done, the women go in there and they say, no, I'm not going to press charges.
That you're being told that you don't stand with Black women. And it's like, well, no. Sometimes we got women in our community who are toxic too. And I just wish that, I wish that we could turn back time and just tell Megan to be quiet. Because it's like, now I am questioning it. Why did you lie to me for 2 years?
Once again, the Black woman just needs to be quiet. This Black woman said if she could change back the hands of times, she would tell Megan to be quiet. Be quiet. Don't tell your story. Oh, this is just a young lady that called in. I'm not talking to her. This is a young lady that called in on another lady station, and I'm just letting y'all hear how ignorant that this woman sounds. And she said that she's on a police force. So we got people on a police force like this. Like I said, I'm scared to run into that woman because she already has an opinion against Black women. She feels like we're divided. She feels like we can't get along. She feels like, um, you know, she feels the worst of us. Okay, and that's just my opinion from listening to her.
And to my fellow sisters and say, you didn't sleep with this man.
That's insignificant. It doesn't matter.
It can't be, though.
It doesn't matter.
Not when you're.
It doesn't
you
matter.
Can't say that, though, Karen.
I just said it. It does not matter. He shot her. Excuse me. You've been talking for 5 minutes straight, so I'm gonna reply. Her sleeping with him is irrelevant because he shot her. It doesn't matter. Like I told people, I don't care if she sold her behind to the U.S. military. Doesn't matter. He shot her. Clearly, she and Kelsey got into it. I let you talk for 5 minutes straight. Literally, I didn't interrupt you one time.
I stopped talking. I did stop
talking. So they got into a fight. Obviously, she did not want her friends to get in trouble. She did not want Tory to get in trouble. So she did not readily state the nature of their relationship to protect everyone. She didn't want her friend to go to jail. She didn't even really want Tory to go to jail. But it does not change the fact that Tory has a history of violence. Tory has a history of lying. Tory has a history of and Tory was convicted. All this lying about who she was sleeping with does not matter. It's irrelevant. He shot her. The witness said that he shot her. The witness also embellished several times.
I thought he just
the witness embellished several times where he said that he saw Kelsey, I believe, the woman shot first.
See, and that's the problem. LaRon says implicit biases. Why no one blaming Tory but Meg? Because when you think about it, I believe this is why. Because remember when I was about to say LaRon. LaRon said because Sonya, these people are derided and obsessed by the black celebrity Lang Kang. hmm That and when you have, let's say, Malago Gray, I meant Malago Grams. She was on her platform and spewing, oh, he the Potion Fairy says, I don't want to come up, but I will say this. Okay, cool, no problem. You don't have to come up. Um, I just really feel like praising the black man has become the thing, and it's always been a thing. But this is what I don't understand. It's like black men will take up for another black man before they take up for a black woman. We see it every day on these viral video clips when you have two women fighting and you have these dudes standing around with their phones out. I mean, just really watching the show. I mean, when you have shows like Zeus Network that's perpetuating all this and putting it on TV, like this is life. Well, let's take it back to when Chris Brown put his hands on Rihanna. Y'all did not want to let that rest. And he's still not forgiven to this day. But y'all are sitting up here praising a man. I mean, and Chris Brown didn't even use a weapon. But this Tory used a weapon and y'all still can't see through the blinders. Well, at this point, I'm sending you to the optometrist because you need to go get your eyes checked. You need to go get your eyes checked. Sonya says, well, my ex slept with my friend. In turn, I slept with his. Haha. Okay. I mean, people acting like they never did nothing like that. It's like the older adults in your family. You know what I'm saying? That oh y'all need to, you know, stop being so hot-tailed and all this and that. But honey, let's talk about it. You had your younger days. You had your time when you was hot in the panties. I think we've all done had times when we were just hot in our panties. Everybody got hell. In this day and time, people are still hot in the panties. At some time you gotta cool them panties off. Cool them off. Let's stop acting like that. Let's stop acting like we don't watch X-rated videos and like we just so holier than thou. That is a problem. Eye for an eye, sign. I don't see nothing wrong. Exactly. That mean, you know what? What I wish Megan was strapped. I wish she was strapped, but being, the climate and, she was drinking and having fun. There was not one time where they say she committed a crime. So I don't feel like she should have been pow in her foot. Point.
He never said that on the 911 call.
No, he said
He
definitely
never
she
said
shot
on the
first.
911 call that she shot first. He never said on the 911 call
not the
she shot
911
into
call,
the
no.
Escalade. So that tells you that he's been embellishing quite a bit of his story. So at this point moving forward, if you are on the side of believing that Tory somehow did not shoot Megan, you are supporting domestic violence. It terrifies me that somebody like you works in law enforcement. And this is why I'm starting to believe we can't really trust too many Black women working in law enforcement if we have people like you that's on the force or affiliated with the force. And this is the sentiment that you hold, where you're basically weaponizing her soul history to justify.
Not at all.
That's
Not
what you're doing.
weaponizing it.
No,
Not at
you
all. But
weaponize.
No, not at all.
You did.
Well, and let me explain.
I really feel like the woman that's on the line, she really is the problem. She is the problem. I feel like ever since the lady called in, that's been her take, that's been her stance. Is I don't believe her. She lied. Well, a lot of people need to look at Tory's character. Do we see Megan out here doing the most? This was the first situation that I knew about that she was legally in. LaRon says, we are all sinners, but it's about being honest about and using it as a learning lesson. Then hopefully we can grow. Some people, they just don't want to grow. Some people are so fixated on tearing this black woman down. And these are the same women that was listening to all her music, jamming up and down. But then when we get somebody like Tory Lanez that does not have a squeaky clean past, this man has beat on his girlfriends. And I mean, he's really a little devil. He's really a little devil. Okay. So that's it for that conversation. I'm not going to run too much on it, but you guys can catch that full interview on Paris Milan's channel. And yeah, give her let her know that Queen Tulsa sent you. Here. And so I do want to play this other clip of Tory. And this was in the process of him. He was supposed to be keeping his mouth closed, just be quiet, don't say nothing, let it go. Because Megan Thee Stallion was just gonna just let it go. But then you have this man, this is what Megan was talking about when she was saying 2 years ago, he just kept wanting to talk about it. He just kept wanting to talk about it. Okay, so speaking of talking about it, let's go ahead and hear what Tory had to say.
1 second, y'all. 1 second.
Okay, let me get back here. LaRon says, exactly, law enforcement, they all need to be checked and evaluated. So many sick mental instability in these jobs of protection, decisions, and government. This is scary. Absolutely. I don't trust any of them. Listen, I don't trust any of them. And when I say any, that any is all, yeah. The Potion Fairy says, like, you're choosing to do Milagro because she has a different opinion. How am I choosing to do Milagro? What am I doing to her? What is choosing to do Milagro? You got to help me understand. See, all these ebonics and stuff, ma'am, you got to come in and you got to dive in with some real action, okay? You got to dive in with some real action. I can't read in between the lines. You got to come up here and you got to be straightforward with me, okay? We all, and I'm not offended just because you differ from we all got an opinion, but there are things called facts that trump what we talking about. The fact trumps the conversation. The fact of the matter is, this man did what he did. There was an altercation. There were shots fired. There was violence. And it sounds to me that some of these people are just they're so comfortable with covering it up. They just want to cover it up. Oh, he made a mistake. But how many mistakes are you going to make? Pulling that trigger, it took 8 pounds to pull that trigger. How is it an accident? You choose to tear her down. Not sure what you're talking about. I was chatting in real time with love. That's why it's important here. I'll drop the link. That's why it's important to Maybe you can call in. Okay, you can call in. We can have a discussion, but so we can both be on the same page, right? And we probably won't agree on the same things, but it's all about engagement and conversation. Maybe you see something that I don't see. Maybe I see something that you need to be privy to, right? But I get you. I don't hate Milagro Grams. I just don't like her stance on the case. And that's just my opinion, guys. But here's Tory. He's gonna let you know all about what he was doing, child. Okay.
All right. So there's some things that I just want to say today. I think that they're very important, and um, I know that there's been a lot of speculation about the things that I've been going through and how I've been dealing with them, and the insensitivities of just me not like talking when y'all wanted me to talk and saying certain things. And I just felt like I owed it to my fans and supporters of people who, when they look at me and they look at me as a role model, I owed it to those people as a person to just like give them some sort of transparency and some sort of accountability of certain things. I feel like, you know, for those who don't know, for the last months of my life, I've been in this place where, you know, I've been bashed, I've been cut through, just people every single day coming at me, coming at me, coming at me. And it's crazy because the whole thing about it is just like, when this whole debacle or whatever you call it came about, the whole time it's like she knows what happened, I know what happened, and we know that what you're saying and what the alleged things and the alleged accusations of my name is are not true. It's falsified information. It's false information, and it's not accurate information. I don't ever want to come off like I'm here to bash this girl or I'm here to talk down about this girl or ever be at a place where like I'm disrespecting her, because to me as a person, she's still my friend. No matter what, even if she doesn't look at me like that, I look at her like she's still my friend. In the times that we were together or around each other, we've had nothing but joyous moments and good moments. So I'm not gonna sit here and bash her, but at the same time, it comes to a certain standpoint of me as a person where it's like, yo, do y'all want me to just sit here and just allow my name to be assassinated, my character to be assassinated, everything that I worked for to get here to just be assassinated?
Okay, so I'm getting the call-in number and then I'm going to address you guys' questions. Give me 1 second right quick. Um Give me 1 second. Eh, um, okay, give me 1 second. Um, all right, so let me go ahead and put up our call-in number. Let's get a call-in number. Oh, okay. All right. Where are we calling from? We are going to go. Hmm. All right. So let me go ahead and put in the call-in number. You guys can definitely call in. We want to hear from everybody out there. All right. White girl. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Let us try to be respectful here. Okay. Y'all, thank y'all. Hold down the chat for me. I'm trying to pull us up a number. I'm trying to get us a number right quick so we can have a call in. I really feel like yeah, that he did what he did, and he's definitely going to have to answer to what he did. Okay, so let's what's our number? Okay. We'll just go. Okay. All right, so our number, let me go ahead and type it in. We got a number now. It's going to be 480. So, 480 439 1724. And I'll actually post that right there. Need this number. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, hopefully this is okay. Yeah, hopefully this number works. Okay, yeah, it did work. Okay. So that is our number, guys. You guys can call us right now. Our number is 480-439-1724. Let me get over here. Back to the comments. Okay, so Sonya asked for the call-in number. I put it. Let's see. The Potion Fairy says, you literally skipped my actual statement. It's not like you have thousands chatting at once. It's okay, though. There's thousands of people in this chat, millions. Okay, let us try to be respectful here. The Potion Lady says, I respect her, I love her, but I'm not realizing it's not the channel for me. Is it not the channel for you because we different opinions? Like, I'm more about the facts and not about who I like. Why Potion Fairy Queen didn't tear her down? She doesn't agree for obvious reasons. Heading out though. All right. Well, thank you for the engagement. And, I hope that, I hope that you have a wonderful year this year, and that's all that we can wish for each other. We're not going to agree on everything. We are going to have those times where we won't agree on certain things. But let's get back into Mr. Tory. Is I think this video probably triggered her because she's going to see in this video that he is constantly talking about it. I also wasn't pointing you out, Potion. I was just making a general announcement about this being a safe, respectable space. Exactly.
For something that I did not do, something that the events that are being said are not even accurate and accurately being portrayed to everybody, the narrative that's being created to make me come off like I'm some monster is now what I'm having to live through for 3 months straight of just people just coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And it's like, yo, I'm not here to beg no sympathy from nobody. I've never been one of those people. I'm not a person that's sitting here like, yo, everybody feels sorry for me. Like, nah, because at the end of the day, if I did what they're saying I did, then by all means, I would say the same exact thing about me. I say that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He doesn't respect females. He's a fuck boy, and that nigga deserves no respect, period. I've never been a person that all of a sudden, is everybody all of a sudden like, yo, he's this guy who doesn't protect black women, and he's this guy who, but it's like he's this guy who doesn't care about black women. That's what the narrative is now switched into, and certain things like that. And it's like, hold on, I need y'all to really back this up. When have I not showed out for black women? Every single one of my videos, the lead girl is black. From Say It to Love to now. Like when have I not showed love to black women? I made 5 chicks tapes about black love, about a black relationship, about a ghetto relationship at that. Like, you feel me? Like, when did I become this person? Like, my favorite song on the last chicks tape that I put out was Beauty and the Benz. And that was a record that with Snoop Dogg that I loved. And instead of me even being inside of the video, like really take me in for a second. Instead of me even being in the video, and this is before all this, instead of me being in the video, I made the video all about the empowerment of black women. There's nothing but different types of black women in the video, all shapes, sizes, colors, ages, that just shows the love in what I'm doing. And it's like all of a sudden a narrative comes out with no factual evidence, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. And it's like, yo, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I understand, like, and I support the whole movement of protecting black women, but I want to speak on something. And sometimes, you know I'm not always in the right place to speak on things, but this is something that I went through, so I feel like I'm able to speak on it. I am all for protecting black women. That is something that is one of the most important things that needs to be taken serious, and awareness needs to be brought to. And regardless, if this debacle, regardless of what you guys think happened, if this situation caused you guys to pay more attention and more awareness from the beginning of time, when you really think about how this works, like from the beginning of time, we've been taught to be with our own heritage. And from the beginning of time, we've been taught to be with our own heritage. White man and white woman, white girl and white man. I mean, Spanish man, Spanish woman, Indian man, Indian woman. When you guys start making it like a put black men down and protect the black women, I'm not saying you guys, I don't mean to make it like, oh, you're attacking, but when we as a whole make it protecting black women means putting down black men, then it comes to a point where it's like, okay, well, who's going to protect black women? Who is supposed to be protecting black women? It has to be black men. It's not the white man. It's not the Spanish man. It's not the man who, it's not none of those. It's not the Chinese man. It's not none of those men. It is it's black men. It's black men. And I'm not saying that black men aren't the people who in times who.
Okay, Potion, we have a call-in number. We also have a StreamYard link. If you want to be addressed, if you want to get your point out, you can utilize any 2 of those services, okay? I'm not really sure where you're going with this, but I'm doing my best over here. Potion says, skip my comment again, like I knew you would. LOL, best wishes. LaRon says, I don't understand why people go so hard over a celebrity politics and yet blind to what's clearly right from wrong. The fact is, I saw Tory act like a agent of chaos this whole year. I got tired of it. Absolutely. He went after August Alsina. This man went up to give the man a handshake or adapt. You know, the man, August walked right past him. You are unhinged. You're out of control. Get the hell away from me is what he was thinking. But he didn't say it. Tory Little Man Syndrome would not let him process that. He decided, oh, my ego was bruised because another man didn't say anything to me. You know, it was given a fan out moment. What so-called frown man pits their hands on another man because he wouldn't acknowledge you? What man keeps this whole thing going by making a wrong right a right? A lot of gaslighting, no accountability. Absolutely. And his followers are the same way. His followers are the same way. See, this is the thing. Some of these celebrities feel like because they have, all this cash that they are protected some way, somehow. But look at R. Kelly. He had all that money and look where he's at now. Let's talk about it. Exactly.
Aren't the people who inflict certain issues and mental issues and certain things that girls go through. Like black men are very much the cause of a lot of things that women go through because of, at the end of the day, issues and certain things that girls go through. Like black men are very much the cause of a lot of things that women go through.
And that statement right there, sir, is very important for this situation, this time, this moment. I want y'all to hear this one more time. Tory, this is what Tory says. So for the people that's got their blinders on, if you need a Q-tip, I got you. Let's clean those ears out. And let's hear that one more time because Tory is going to let you know something, okay?
Certain issues and mental issues and certain things that girls go through. Like black men are very much the cause of a lot of things that women go through because of, at the end of the day, like the way we were raised, certain standpoints. Maybe we didn't have a parent around. Some things were just not here to, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, it's like you got to remember at the standpoint, if the man is supposed to be, and I say this loosely because I don't want anybody to take this out of context. If the man is supposed to be the head and a woman is supposed to be the neck, y'all got to think about this. In order for the head to move, left, right, whatever it is doing, it needs the guidance of the neck. It needs the guidance of the woman. In order for me to smell and use my 5 senses on my face, for me to lean in or whatever the case is, I still need to use the neck. I still need to be guided by a woman. So regardless, it's like I don't feel like I should be torn down. If anything, before y'all know the story, like learn the story first, learn the factual parts of the story first, and then come at me and be like, yo, you need to fix this and fix that if that's what you feel like I did. But instead I'm being torn down for a narrative that's like, now I'm the poster boy for I don't like black women. But anyways, let's get into this. I want to get into this because it's
Let's talk about mental health not being normalized or even talked about in the black community, or even like these guys with this goes to what LaRon was saying. LaRon's saying high paying slaves with money. They have all this money and they bypass the therapy office. They bypass everything except for the car dealership, the jewelry station, the shoe station, the car. Come on. They are investing their money into stuff that really don't matter because you got all that stuff. You do one crooked thing or one shady thing, then you lose it all. So what was the point? Why are you wasting your time?
very important for me to just say this. I'm not here to bash this woman. I'm not here to come down on this woman. I'm not here to disrespect her or throw her under the bus, but it comes to a certain standpoint where I just can't let my character be assassinated for things that are not even really true, like and for falsified narratives and information. Let's start this off. When the original report came out, and it was a TMZ report about this, that, and the third, and there was gunshots in Kylie Jenner's house, and Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail, and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested, and da 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 da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, "Yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, "Yo."
Okay, so this is the sticky part. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. Being that Rock Nation reached out and said, quiet down, don't say nothing, in my opinion, is because Megan and her, the team over here, we gonna try to sweep this under the rug and you stay your way, she gonna stay her way. They tried to do it with discretion. Well, with Tory hopping online every 5 minutes, every other day, to bring or shed light to what's going on. I mean, he's doing it to himself. If y'all don't, he's self-sabotaging. If you didn't do, he's doing a lot of talking on these videos, but was he on the stand doing this talking?
Yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever it's like. I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, the TMZ report come out. TMZ reports and have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see us all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits and blah, blah, blah. And everything I'm saying is public record. You can go back and look at this shit. You can go back and see it. Like, you feel me? So they say, oh, okay, you see her out of the car, she's getting out of the car, she's hopping. It looks bad, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I felt bad watching it because it made her look bad, and it didn't make her look good. It didn't make any of us look good. And I didn't want that for her. I don't see that for anybody. So all of a sudden, when we get arrested, or when it looks like we all got arrested, the memes start. Now I want to really bring you guys in for a second so you can understand something. And I really just want you to take this in. Like, she is a person I spent enough time with her to observe and understand something about her, where it's like she's going through a lot. She goes through a lot. She deals with a lot on her day-to-day basis. And because of that, she's not used to, and not even just because of that, but just because of the fact that she's been praised so much. We've always looked at her as like, yo, that's hip hop sweetheart. Like, she's nice, she's talented, whatever the case is, cool. And because of that, like, we've never seen a moment where the memes have come at her, where the memes are like, yo, nigga, let's laugh at your pain. Ah, ha, 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 ha. She's never had to deal with that because she's always been praised. So everything that's been happening has been a reaction off of what's been going on. So it gets down to this point now where it's like, now the reports are starting to say, okay, well, everyone's pointing to different things. No one really knows what's happened, but nobody has ever said she got shot. Nobody has ever said she got shot. Not TMZ, not the police report at this point. Nothing is saying that she got shot. Soon as she sees herself on video with the bikini and the things like that, and it looks bad, she then comes out and says, yo, the narrative of me getting cut by glass, it's just not true. She doesn't point at nobody or anybody or say anything or anything like that. She just says the narrative that whatever came out of me being cut by glass is not true. I was shot in my feet.
Yeah, she had to dispel those rumors because you were, like you said, her team reached out to you and said, hey, keep it low or don't talk about it or whatever the case may be, because they were going to handle it. They were going to, bow out gracefully, and you weren't even going to be involved. What happened was you got cocky, you got arrogant, and you was on your high horse, and you forgot who you was, and you forgot where you were at. You forgot that you had went to Kylie's house, right? Now, when we talk about demonic spirits and evilness, let's go there. But I don't want to go there, okay? I don't want to go there. The fact of the matter is he's a stereotype of a black man. Some black men. Because when you talk about, oh, well, she did it with her friend's man, well, still no accountability for him. What? It's always her. It's always her. But that's those naked praisers. Oh, let me forgive him. Let me forgive. Oh, he didn't mean that. Oh, this is what he meant. How you know what he meant? Was you in his head? Was you there? Do y'all have a connection? Are y'all talking? Has it happened to you? LaRon says they treat their wounds that don't heal with temporary pleasures, but it's not nutritional. It's like drugs. It's only temporary, it's only temporary, distracts them, but it doesn't do a thing for their healing. No, it actually puts them a little deep up in it. Gets them a little bit further up in that process. More stuff to work on. More stuff to work on. Definitely more stuff to work on. Let's see. Sign said he had bullet fragments. She had bullet fragments in her foot. She sure did. And this is the thing. A surgeon was there. The gun went off. It was a scene. The weapon had been fired, discharged. All I can all I see from these people is facade, masking and not happy with themselves entirely. They seem like hollow train wrecks, no true meaning behind their purpose. All the demons be running on them. Yeah, because it's like it's that power is, oh, I'm in the spotlight. Is people, it's just like a relationship, but these people live it on a day-to-day basis. It's like because they meet new people every day. So, nobody sees who they really, really are, right? When you're meeting these celebrities, you're meeting their representative. You're not meeting them. But let's get into it.
With the intention to harm me and put harm and danger upon me, right? So, okay, cool. Like all of a sudden, the affiliates of her circle start pointing like little subliminal fingers, like count your days and like I won't be around.
All right, child, we got a call. Welcome to the Queen's Hostess Show.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, Sonya.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. So, girl,
I had these weirdos come back, but my thing is this right here. Granted that like I said, gun went off 5 times. That wasn't no accident. Sorry. I think that the bullets hit the ground and she caught the fragments of it because the doctor at the hospital said they pulled fragments out of her foot, and there's still a couple fragments that's in her foot that they cannot get out, or I guess something will happen. I'm not for sure. So my thing is this: why everybody got this petition going? What was a petition when R. Kelly got locked up? Oh, they was cancel culture. Oh, cancel him. Oh, he wrong. But a year or so later, he do something all of a sudden. Oh, everybody is wrong. Why is that? Why he not canceled? Why nobody telling him take his music off the streaming apps?
Because
it's a freaking world to me.
I feel like the people that are sitting up praising him, they engage in that type of stuff. I mean, that's DV, and they're saying, "Hey, it's okay. This is okay." Even though that, evidence shows that a gun was fired, it was still hot. I mean, all these evidence.
Yeah, so on his hand, yeah, so on Kelsey's hand. I believe Kelsey got talked to because she came up there playing like she had amnesia the whole time until they hit that play button. And everything she had said was like 2 or 3 months before court. You don't remember nothing you said 2 or 3 months ago? Why you get immunity? And it comes to find out she lied on that stand, that immunity is not gonna hold at all anymore. Exactly. Then I believe they're gonna come for her next.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I feel like now is going to be the time, even though Tory didn't speak at the trial, I feel like now is the time for him to now speak up and say what's going on, because you're facing time. You're behind bars, and everybody else that was involved, where are they?
Everybody keep telling him he gonna get these 20-some years. They never said that. They just said they found him guilty. The next thing they have is gonna be sentencing on how much time they give him. They might give him time served. They might give him 2-3 months. They say he can get up to 20-something years. That's the maximum they can give him. They never said that's what he's gonna get. So I got kind of confused, like, what about come on? Oh, he found guilty. He get me 20. That's not what was said. He can get up to that. He might not lose jail time. They can deport him back to Canada. They can kick him out the States because he's not from here.
Right.
They can ship him back from here. So while these people going around to my sign his petition for an appeal, they don't care about y'all signing that petition. It's up to him and his lawyers for an appeal. How you gonna appeal something when he haven't even got a sentence on about what time he gonna get? That's real odd. Out here on jailhouse, Facebook, Instagram lawyers is out of line, out of control. How y'all sign a petition on somebody for an appeal? They haven't even got a sentence. They can have time served. He don't do a day in jail. What are we doing? And then all you women that's taken, like, he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, as I was growing up, my mom used to tell me, like, there's a lot of women, if a man ain't hitting on them or talking to them crazy or this or what and the other, he don't love them.
Yeah.
And when I grew up, I saw a lot of that. A lot. It's like a lot of women, if the man ain't talking to them crazy or cussing them out, this, that, and other, they don't want them.
Yeah.
They want the one that's going to dog them out.
Oh.
And I was always like, that's kind of odd to me. Like, why would you want a man like that?
Well, Sonya, you probably say, well, Queen, like you just said, why would they want a man like that? Because this is what a child sees, or the behavior of your mother. That's your first role model, and then the other women that represent come right behind. But it's what you're seeing. So what your mom and her relationships, they might argue, they might do this, they might do that, and you eventually take on you know those habits. And this is, well, to a certain extent, because your parent is going to be your first
like I
teacher.
said, something that's kind of true, but my mom and dad used to fight all the time. My mom used to beat them up, but they used to fight all the time. And as a kid, I always told myself, I'm not going to date a man like my dad that want to put his hands on me or this, that, and the other. That's the type of relationship I said I was never going to get in. I haven't got to no relationship where a man had, like, literally put his hands on me. I had, like, two of them. Like, one of them pushed me. I tried to unallow him. Got a little older. Grabbed me by my foot, dragged me out the bed. I really tried to unalive him. And I went to the point where I had to catch myself and had to walk away from that situation. Because I was going to unalive him. Like, don't you ever touch me or put your hands on me. Don't play that game, nurse. So, yeah, you like some women see their mom and dad go through that, or see their dad do something, and they pick a man like their dad.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. I didn't. No. For what? No, I'm good.
I don't know.
Right.
I guess I went through a little.
They think it's cute.
Yeah, I went through a little phase like that, but this was like in grade school. And I believe, well, no, it was shortly a little bit after grade school. But it was like, if you wasn't doing these things, and that just wasn't love. I need you to, get aggressive with me, get in my face, and whatever, make me bow down. But I had to learn it's a difference between role play and straight up disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a difference. Role play
Well, I
and
heard that the
disrespect.
men that be like in the corporate offices and stuff like that, like the bosses,
Uh-huh. They like
they
to be,
love to be submissive
oh yeah, they love to be humiliated.
in the bedroom. Yeah, in the
Absolutely.
bedroom.
Yes. Listen,
I'm
leashes,
like,
collars.
what? That's on my up.
Yeah.
Where they at? Hey, me, I would talk to you any kind of way. I got to sleep out anyway, so that'd be a dream job for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Don't
LaRon
sit your
said
beat yourself down somewhere. Who the
that part. But you know what? So what do you, I mean, with this video that we were watching, this clip that we were watching, what are your thoughts on him like speaking, going live, going live, going live, but when it's time to come to court and he didn't take the stand. What are your thoughts on that?
I believe that his lawyer told him not to. Because I believe, like everybody keeps saying, like if he innocent, he should have took the stand. Yeah, he could have. But I guarantee you that prosecution would have tripped him up to where he would have said something, and they would have had that got you moment. Because a lot of defense attorneys don't allow their clients to go up there and talk. Because they'll talk themselves right up into a lifetime or sentence or something. Because I've seen that has happened. Now, some of them, they will go up there. Some of them, they won't. Because you will get tripped up. Because they have a way of saying words and then come back and ask you that same question but a different way, and you not paying attention to what they're doing. Yeah. If they know their job, they will trip you up and be like, well, you said you didn't do that. I didn't. But then she said you did that and did that. See, but that's not, and then soon you hit that butt, they got you. So it was a good play not to let him up there, because he would have went up there. He'd have dug himself a hole.
Well, listen, I hope he gets in there and sing like a bird. When it's time to go to court next month on the 27th or the 17th or the whenever it is, I hope he gets up there and sing like a bird. I mean, how he was saying it, and say it, nigga, you better sing it.
I mean, this time he's going to go get sentenced. They're going to tell him how much time he's going to get. Now, he can, make a statement, like a victim impact statement, like they can go there and talk, or he could say something during that sentencing. He will be allowed to talk during that time.
Right. You think he's going to take a plea deal like the YSL members?
Child, feds, that's different. Because when feds come for you, they got all their ducks in a row. And they do not like to lose. And it's very rarely they will lose. Other than that, when you get fed time, if they give you 25 years, you're doing a whole 25. If you get life, you're doing a whole, you dying in there. You become unalive in there. Fed time runs different than regular state prison. You're doing day for day. That's why you can wear your regular clothes. They have computers, cell phones. They eat good and everything in there because you're doing day for day.
Sonya, I just seen some dudes in jail. I mean, they had like a barbecue. No, not a barbecue. The dude said, "Let me watch me bake these cakes. This is how we bake cakes up in here." My thing is, why does it take y'all to get up in prison to get along with one another? Why is it that y'all can come up with a business in there, but y'all can't come up with a business and get along out here? Why y'all? Do I need to open up a jail cell where people can come and go as they please? Because that seems like that's for the men.
Prison is different.
For these black men, I think that
I wouldn't say it's different.
I think I'm gonna open up me up. I mean, we got, I don't know. Maybe they need to come and stay at a somewhat of a look. It looks like a prison house to, detox from that environment. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's
Yeah,
gotta
but my
be.
thing is this:
It's
in
gotta be
prison is
something.
different. It's like in the streets. They got drugs, alcohol, everything like that in there.
Oh
Cell phone.
yeah, the
You see
hoes and
rappers
everything.
making videos in prison.
Model shows. Uh-huh.
But in there, you do something, you get more time at it. Unless you got life without parole, whatever you do, what can they do? Tack on another life sentence, you already not getting out. So the people that got life sentences that know they're not getting out, them be the ones you got to watch for, because them the ones that's not going to care what they do to you or nobody, because what can they do? Oh, besides put them on death row, that might be a step up. But
Right.
people that's on death row in there, what can they do? They already going to unalive you. So if you going out and unalive 15, 20 more people, I mean, you getting up out of here anyway. They might, what can they do?
Yeah.
Take
And
on,
and Sonya,
dig you back up and put you back in prison?
right. And Sonya, listen, and if you're looking good, Big Tyrone is going to be over there in that corner eyeing you out, and he's going to send his other little friends out to try you. He's going to send you a bag of cookies. And and if you take those bag of cookies, baby, you owe him something. Nothing is for free. You're going to learn that
Yeah.
very quickly up in there. Okay.
See, my thing with
Can I borrow this?
It was this right here. It wasn't about him and Meg. It was when he walked past August and he wouldn't shake his hand or say anything to him. Next thing you know, I was in the elevator all beat up, and he sat there and said, "Oh, I wasn't there. I didn't do that. I wasn't even there. I was over here."
Yes.
And they got a video showing you in there doing it. So how was you over there, but the video timestamp got you over here? So he lied. So to me, once he lied like that, anything else come out his mouth while saying, I'm not to know.
You know what? He gives me
right there and lied and said you didn't do it.
Listen.
You weren't there.
Sonya, let me just say this. Tory needs to go ahead and take a line out of Shakana's book, and he needs to cry and he needs to sing it. When they ask him what happened, he
exactly.
Yeah.
He's a Leo. You think a Leo finna sit there and say something? They is stuck on themselves. It's all about them. Everybody else doesn't matter. Leo. That's what he is, a Leo. And I was like, oh God, they got lying
Leos.
Leos be lying too.
Them lying Leos.
Had to miss a Leo.
Oh my God. That is so scary because I dated a Leo. He had the short man syndrome. And I know how combative.
Yes. Fire sign. Or you see you a water with a fire. You know that wasn't gonna work, right?
You know what?
It was fire.
Girl, it was cool until I tried to put out his fire.
Water puts out fire, so that wasn't gonna work. Y'all wasn't gonna work because he gonna flame on, and soon as he do, you gonna go there to the bucket and go and splash him. And he gonna go out and be looking at you like, why you do that?
That part.
Oh, you were for real.
Yes. And you know what? Listen, so, and not to throw him out there, but he had a drinking problem. I mean, he would go and work and stuff, but he had a drinking problem. When he wakes up, he has to have his shots, and and it got to the point where he had went into the hospital, and it was like he had burnt the hole in his esophagus. And so it was he stayed in there for a while, and then they let him out, and he came home, and I was telling him, I'm like, no drinking. Girl, please. The first day he got out, he went and kicked it with his homeboys. And that was another thing, his homeboys, y'all are his homies, and y'all can't just bypass that store. But the thing was, in where we were staying at the time, the liquor store was in a gas station. So if you go to the gas station, you can get it. But yeah, it was rough.
say he's a Sagittarius. I don't like y'all Sagittarius.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
Y'all
Yeah.
too slighted for me.
I dated a Sag.
Aries, Aries go on. Because y'all fire signs, y'all got wrong. But Sagittarius, y'all don't like to be with one person, don't like to be still. You gotta be flying over him, flying all over there, gotta be all over her. Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, listen
y'all good
here.
in bed. I give y'all that much, y'all good in bed. But that's about it for me.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Sonya, why you put that memory back in my head?
Late night show.
You sure just put a memory in my head.
Oh, that's what like I said, but they good in bed. That's about it. Everything else, no. Because they mouth. My mouth. My sister was Sagittarius, so yeah. And we fought every day. We bumped heads every day, all day, every day. Because she tried to tell me what to do, and I be the girl. Who you talking to?
Oh, wow.
But when it comes down to it, I had her back.
Yeah.
Best believe that.
Trust.
Oh, y'all brothers too. We too what? Is that Pickton? Is that what you say? Is that what he's saying? Too Pickton? Because he picky.
Y'all Virgos is too picky.
I may take that the wrong way.
Yeah, picky.
I may think I say P-U-S-S-Y.
No, picky. Are you coming for the gold mine, LeRon?
I'm about to say, excuse me, what?
Yes.
You must have talked to a September Virgo.
You know what? The male.
I'm August one.
Yes.
Oh, I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Virgo. I'm very picky. You are correct on that. We are. We don't talk to or just accept anything. Like, I don't call people friends for what? No, I don't know you. I don't like you.
Hey, Norris, how are you?
I don't like you. I'm not gonna talk to you. But good luck. But yes, I am very picky. Yes, I am. You are correct. Like I said, there's Sagittarius are flighty. Y'all like to be in one relationship alone. You got to be over here, talk to that person over here. Like I said, I don't think y'all good for us in bed. Y'all match our energy when it comes to that. Outside of that, I can't mess with you.
Oh my God, girl, stop doing that. We're gonna have to come back for After Dark. Because, girl, I feel like no. So you want to do it After Dark tonight?
It's what we doing now. But yeah, we can come back.
Okay, so listen, we'll do it at 10:10. It's only 9:24. I want to do it After Dark. It'll be like a story. I got Virgo in me too.
No, you ain't got no Virgo in you. You a whole Sagittarius. You half horse and half human.
He said he
ain't no Virgo in you. Stop.
He has some Virgo inside of him.
Norris. What? Oh.
Uh-huh.
I did, but I don't think like no tennis of a Virgo.
Yes.
Virgos, we don't care. We get along with Sagittarius because I'm with Aries.
Norris.
And he matched my energy. He got small mouth. I do too. I like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I got small mouth. I like that. That means I can pop out anyway and be hollering, "What's up? What we about to do?" I'm that Virgo. Me and Queen get along because she's a Cancer.
That's right.
So earth and water. We get along. And I have time for it every day, all day. I want all the smoke.
She ain't lying.
Welcome to Spirit Airlines. This your steward. Steward, this is how you speaking.
Right.
The in-house flight is Utah Bill. I will crash this plane into this mountain. Well, I'm gonna be Why it's going like this? I'm be floating with my little parachute going on that way, waving.
Y'all figure it out.
I mean, first, I see you in hell. I bet the gate, holding the gate open for you.
Now listen, do you think that Tory Lanez should get any time?
Yeah. 22 years? No. I don't think 20-something years he shouldn't get that type of time because, I mean, the hit the ground and hit her foot, like, I guess the bullets was 22 bullets or something, you know, they ricocheted. I mean, they split. They, like, once they hit, it just break up into pieces.
I love it.
That's why they say you can hit with 22, you know. Yeah, but 22, 24 years, no. I think he should get time, yes. For negligence, I would say, of it.
I love my
Did
shirt.
he meant to do that? I doubt he did.
Yeah.
You don't get your titties out the camera. I think he meant to do that? No. But did he do it? Yes.
Right.
So, yes, I believe he should get time. Probably 6 months to a year, but anything longer than that, no. I don't think so. He should get that amount of time. Ain't like, you know, he hit on the leg, he went through or something like that. Gross negligence, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Now, I guess the laws in California are different than other states.
Yes.
You're not allowed to be walking around or have it on you or something.
Well, no.
Like in Texas, you can. It's like open carry here.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You was allowed to have it. But anything in California, I don't know their gun laws. Or it's illegal to have it in your car or something. Or what they say, can you have it legally on you in California?
It says, welcome to the California DOJ Bureau of Firearms. The Bureau of Firearms serves the people of California. So here, let me see. Firearms automated.
That's assault that he did with that man on the camera is totally different than the case he has against Meg. And they're not going to run those two cases together because I don't think August filed charges on him for that. So those are two separate cases. I'm talking about the gun law in California because they talking about he had an illegal. I don't know if he had a felony. Now, if he had a felony and had that and it belongs to him, yeah, he going to get time for that because you can't have a felony and then have a gun on you or nowhere around you, not even the car you in, because that go against it. So,
Okay, so here, what I'll do is I'll just share the screen of what I'm looking at.
What about Cali?
Nora said,
Laura asked that question, like, what about Cali?
What about Cali? Oh, Nora said 5 or 10 years would be good for a little foot. Yeah, I feel like, 5 to 10.
I think he should get 5 or 10 years.
Well,
Sonya,
this is why I think that he should.
I said, he was like shooting at her, but for it's like that many years, I would say up to about 5 years, I would say. Anything past 5 years, I don't think so, because it ain't like he just took it and he like literally just hit her like that. This the bullets hit the ground and ricocheted and the fragments hit her foot. Was he shooting at her? Yes. But did he hit her? I would say no. 22 years? No. I think that's like too long of a time for that. But that's California law, so hey. In Texas, we either got that time. No, in Texas, he wouldn't have got that time unless he was felony. But Texas, he would have did it because, like I say, it's open carry here, and you can legally walk around with it on you in Texas.
Okay. So the gun laws in California. The gun laws of California are some of the most restrictive in the United States. A 5-year firearm safety certificate obtained by paying a $25 fee, submission of application dated to the state, and passing a written test proctored by a DOJ certified instructor is required for the sale, delivery, loan, or transfer of any firearm. Handguns sold by dealers must be California legal by being listed on the state's roster of handguns certified for sale. This roster, which requires handgun manufacturers to pay a fee and submit specific models for safety testing, has become progressively more stringent over time and is currently the subject of a federal civil rights lawsuit on the basis that it is a de facto ban on new handgun models. So it seems like they have to they have to have a 5-year firearm safety certificate to carry the gun, I guess. But of course we know that people legally have guns. I mean illegally have them.
Yeah, I know here it's like open carry, and you don't have to have, like, some people, you have to have a license. In Texas, I believe you don't have to have a license to own one. But if you got a felony, that's not going to work. But outside of that, if you crazy or mental or not, you can legally get one in Texas.
Oh, well, look right here. It says owner license required, and it says no, none. While the fire safety certificate is required for new purchases of firearms, ongoing possession of a firearm does not require a license or permit. People moving into California are required within 60 days to file a new resident report of firearm ownership. New residents are prohibited from importing assault weapons or any other weapons prohibited by California law, regardless of whether they were lawfully acquired and possessed in the resident's prior state of residence. The ban on importing large capacity magazines was ruled unconstitutional, but the ruling is on hold while the case is under appeal. Oh wow. So I didn't even know that. So when you go into another state, you gotta be careful with that.
So you trying to tell me if I come out of Texas with mine and go to California, I got to get arrested in California to have it on me? I would not be going to California.
No, I think that it would just show that, okay, this is your gun. It's pretty much like you move to a different state and you get new tags. I think it's like that. It's like, okay.
I ain't got to have no license here. I have a problem. Oh, I say if I got to move to California, they may have to go there and register my gun there also. Get a license or permit for that. No problem.
Is your gun registered in Texas?
Felonies. It don't have to be.
Oh, wow. So you can just find a gun and be like, this is my gun.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's why I say if you mental patient in Texas, you can legally have one. I think when Trump was in office, he got that anybody can get a gun. And people was getting mad because they were like, you talking about mental patients can get a gun? And they was like, yeah. So I slid right on up in there. Got one before they changed them laws. In Texas at 12, you can have a shotgun, a rifle gun in your car truck, like a hunting gun. You can have it legally in your car truck at all times. At 12, you can get a gun. Shoot a gun. He's like going hunting and all that mess there.
Mm-hmm.
At 12, you can get one. Yep.
Well, peep this out.
There are people out here in Texas, they be telling they be like, you ain't gonna come here and take these guns. I said, you might find your hand trying to take a gun out from a Texan hand. I guarantee you that. You about to have a fight in a problem at the same time.
Listen, so since we on the topic of the guns, let's talk about, the purge, the law that's going to go into effect here in a few days. Well, over the weekend in Chicago. Yeah.
All I said about that is that no bail is because a lot of black people is getting these high bails for the same crime that these white people are doing. They get less, they bail be lesser or no bail. Lesser bail, or they just get out while black people are still in jail 2, 3, 4 years later, not going to court because they can't afford to get out on bail. That's what they talking about. The media man want to make it seem like they're going to put on purge masks and just go pop, 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 pop. That's not what they was talking about.
Well, listen, that's going to be New Year's on January 1st, 2023. Listen, I'm just saying, stay safe and stay strapped. Keep the strap on you. Oh,
that's not what they were talking about, though.
Listen, LeBron said they were even considering having robot cops apprehend people.
That robot better be quick with it.
Oh,
I just might throw some water on that robot. It's gonna malfunction. Oh, you on the wrist? So you gonna hear it's about to throw some water on it. And gonna have a meltdown. Yeah. Really?
Oh my God.
AIs now? It's not doing that. They do that in China. They had robot dogs walking around. People that was on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
They had drones and robot dogs in China, making sure people wasn't out. Past they cut through their lockdown over there. And I say, shut your mouth. You try to tell me y'all didn't have no bucket of water to throw on a robot dogs? Allegedly eat dogs, so I don't know. I guess they ain't got no dog, they got robot dogs. I don't know, allegedly. Well, go. Put some robots in here and take us if you want to. People gonna have some robots in their house. It's gonna be like wild robots. Because we had a robot on the street. People gonna have them in their house for pets.
Yes. Oh my God. Listen. I be on some. Listen. Sonia, are you tuned in? Okay, so listen, I'm gonna read this part right quick and then I'm gonna take you somewhere else. On January 1st, 2023, Illinois will take its place in history when they become the first state to test out the purge in real life. An Instagram user wrote on Monday, the ironically named Safety Act will charge and release criminals without cash bail for 12 now on detainable offenses. Okay? So, actually, let me go ahead and get this. Illinois law doesn't make murder other crimes non-detainable offenses. Okay.
They talking about again.
Oh no, I was gonna read it.
Black people.
Hold on. I'm gonna read it to you. Claim suspects facing serious charges, including second-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, burglary, and arson, will no longer be held in custody until trial under a new first in the nation Illinois law abolishing cash bail statewide. AP's assessment false. Judge in Illinois will still have discretion to order suspects for these and other serious crimes held in jail pending trial if they are deemed a threat to public safety or a flight risk. But the new law does impose higher standards to meet those conditions that critics say will make it harder to detain people. The facts, social media posts, and conservative news outlets have been taking aim at Illinois' Pretrial Fairness Act, which is scheduled to take effect January 1st, distorting how the law will work. The posts list a range of violent crimes that they will be considered non-detainable, including second-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, burglary, arson, and threatening a public official. The posts also include dire warnings that Chicago and other Illinois communities will soon devolve into a real life version of The Purge, a horror movie where all crime, including murder, is allowed on one night a year. On January 1st, 2023, will take its place in history when they become the first state to test out the purge in real life. An Instagram user wrote on Monday, the ironically named Safety Act will charge and release criminals without cash bail for 12 now non-detainable offenses. Those offenses include what I had read earlier. So pretty much what Sonya was saying, they're just it's not what people think it is. You go out there and try to commit a crime, honey, you're going to be doing the time.
Let's make it alone. Them laws not for that's for the like white people, like new people, because it was kill somebody. They're not gonna
Okay, Sonya, you ready for this? I'm about to blow
let
your.
you out of jail today. Come on now. They're gonna be locking more black people up. I don't know, the whites might not be up in there, but they've been unallowing people in Chicago. So why would they
Sonya,
put something like that there when people have been doing it, huh?
I'm about to blow you out the way. Look at the screen.
I see you on the screen.
The temperature now is -9 degrees. Yes. That's a way for
Wait a minute.
No, Sophie, you can't say your name. That's upset.
Where is it?
You're not Julie. Yes, I'm not Julie. My
And
name
that's
is
fine.
Gina. And
Uh-huh.
can you ask Gina to Scamster? I can't. No, my name
If
is
I see something like that looking in the window at nighttime.
My name is Gina. Nice to meet
Girl.
you. Nice to meet
Is
you.
that a safe door?
Did you learn what Reese means? Reese? Yes, yes, I do. You're very pretty.
But you see how he keeps
Thank
moving
you
his
very
head and
much.
stuff?
Hell no, let me sit behind me. Oh, no, ma'am.
And it's another one behind him.
I'm
That
so
is
smart
creepy.
in capital city. Guys, please don't forget about
Yeah,
any
I get
presents.
the hell out that
Maybe
girl.
some big presents like a fireworks or a galaxy. I got that reason. Interesting. Can I see your nails, please? Of course. They actually need to change, like they're growing up, but I love it still.
You should meet your friends.
I didn't know what to say. What did you think about Jeff?
But you first.
Some of the answers we discussed here. That's cool. That's cool. Still, I know that Washington it is the capital city of the USA. That's all. I'm not
That's
crying,
something,
guys.
ain't
I'm
it?
not crying.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's right when I be sitting up behind
I
me.
don't cry. Australia is
Looking like
very
that. I mean, he looking like it's
No.
looking like, girl, I'm gonna kill everybody in here.
Yes, please. Where are you from? How much does it cost? They cost something like $18,000 or $20,000. But as TikTok viewer, you can have a good discount. And still, guys, don't forget about any big presents. Maybe some fireworks or
Where's she at? Russia or somewhere?
I believe
I'm from the
so.
USA. Oh, that's cool. Exactly where? Exactly where? Like, what is the season? USA. I go to
Oh, they just over there making people, huh?
Jordan, why so quiet today?
So they God, they just making people now?
Mm-hmm.
Canada better, Canada better.
They got it here. I don't sex store. They might come to a sex store.
But
Tell you don't need a man no more. Go and get you one of these AIs right here.
I just moved here from.
They can
Right.
go long.
Okay.
Why? Hello,
That's why you don't need no human interaction. If I don't have one, then they have. Do I have male and female?
Send some small presents.
Because they not going to talk back.
Any presents. No problem. Yes.
My baby, I'm hungry.
I
I'm going to
think
cook you something.
So great to be here.
Sydney. Jonathan,
That's why I
why
wake up.
so sad?
You see that laying on the side of me.
Why? Oh, who is your hero?
Yes.
My mom. Sank, I thought rather is my boy. Behind you. Houston, we have a problem.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute, guys.
Wow.
People still in here. Oh, it's 6 people watching. Hello to all 6 people watching.
Hey.
If you could
Come closer.
arrive anywhere where it will be the USA and then
But you know what this Sonya, this is
wait a minute, guys.
when I got onto this, I was like, oh my God. Like I would just come here and just look at them. Like when you talk about a clone. Oh wow, did you see him like a clone? Now his mouth is opening. Like he can hear me or something.
That's what I'm talking about. That looks creepy, y'all. And I'm going to have it sitting behind me. No. And I just want to talk to the camera, too. No.
Look what up. It's a trip. It's something to do with this video.
Hi, my friend. It is such a pleasure to see you.
Oh, what's up? You are
Look up
here.
this transfer for Google.
You're so happy to see me. I'm right. What's that robot
Too many
for? They can be
coincidences.
guys from
The
Ultra.
thing
South.
concerned the Georgia Guidestone.
USA for 2 fires.
Kanye,
I'll
Ray,
be
Whitney
your tour
Houston.
guide in USA for together. Like you sent me to Fireworks Galaxy and you did a tour and you will tour for the USA, right? I'm here. I'm so happy that you're here. How you feel today? Kangaroos where I can live through the pretty. No, Luis, don't listen to him. He's lying. He has a home pet crocodile, actually, and kangaroo, snakes, a lot of spiders in where places, in place where he lives. He's lying to you. I know it. That's Australia. Like I know some people from Australia. They have.
She better than me. I promise you that.
Yeah, I don't want to like overdo it. Here, let's watch this trailer right quick. It's a network called All Black, and T.S. Madison is on it. It's a show called Hush. It's got Candace Dillard in it, a list of a lot more ladies. So here, let's go ahead and give a shout out, and y'all, let's check out the show.
But how do you know? I've launched an unorthodox research project about why women cheat, and I call it the Penthouse Project.
Gina Rodriguez.
Reality star.
Selena Gibson, married to one of DC's most eligible bachelors.
You know, I break all the rules for you, Daddy. Jordan Vincent. I need a safe place to do my work. So the penthouse.
In God we trust, all others cash. We need something scandalous.
Yes.
Something so juicy that people will miss their grandma's funeral to watch.
What do you all have to lose?
All right. I think I'm sold. Okay. I am sold on the show. And you know what? Looking from the looks of it, it looks like Candace misses, the black man. Oh, did I say that?
Yep, that was
All right. Yes.
They got Erica Mena. They can't act to me, so it wouldn't be something I would watch.
Really?
Be interested in.
Oh yeah, I want to see what that's given. I want to listen here. Norris said that hey Evolution. Norris said I watched that show. Top of the evening to you, Evolution. Yes. I watched that show. 4 episodes are aired so far. Okay, so how can I get to it? Like, is it an app?
Yep, All Black. I think it's like a streaming site that you can go on there and sign up for. I think you got to pay for it. I don't know how much it costs, but I know you got to pay for it.
Okay. Yeah.
I be getting them sites. If it's like nothing there to catch my attention, no, it's not. Like it's interesting, but if I want to see that, I walk out and go to somebody's house and see all that type of mess going down.
What you say? All that carried on. Oh, okay. So it's $5.99 a month for the All Black Network. Okay. Yes.
Too much. I'm gonna keep my Netflix.
See, I don't even pay for Netflix. My cell phone company pays for it.
I got Amazon. I do Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Order stuff from Amazon, like $6.99 a month, and watch all the movies and listen to all the books. Oh, I'm almost through with my book.
Okay. You know what?
I got like chapters, and I'm done.
I'm so excited,
Sonya. On
Sonya.
Amazon. It's gonna be on Amazon.
Yes.
Kindle.
Norris says a new episode comes on every Thursday. So one is coming on tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, LaRon, if I want to see some mess like that, I go to somebody's house and watch it for free. Virgo.
Miss Virgo. Vroom. Mm-hmm.
I gonna make my own. I can make my own, the hell. Hey, you say. Now they talk about that, I was talking about that, like that man, like I was saying, that they getting on her, but what about him? He slept with 2 friends. Don't about, but I guess it's a men thing.
It's a website that has a lot of TV shows.
Interesting on me for it.
Oh.
You see what I sent you on Instagram about that Waffle House fight?
Oh my goodness, yes. Let's talk about it. I mean, Tory Lanez, I mean, he lives it up like he works at the Waffle House.
I don't got banned from the Waffle House. I'm banned from one. For fighting. I wasn't fighting the staff, but I was in there fighting. They called the police. God tore it up. And the police came, like I was gonna stop fighting. Yeah, okay. Good luck. I went outside, I was talking to the police, the girl, she was sitting there running her mouth. Yeah. And I'm looking at her, and the police talking to me, so I'm looking over here and I'm looking at her the whole time. I'm looking at her. If they talking to me, yeah, whatever, I don't know what they were talking about. I wasn't paying no attention. And so he turned his back to talk to the other officer. I ran right back in the Waffle House. That's how I know they made me go across the street to wait for my ride. I had to get off the property. And they said talking to me.
Right.
And I'm like, well, to the cops on Bluebird. She be all right.
Hold on one
Y'all
second.
police like I was gonna...
Hold on 1 second. LaRon, if you in the chat, you still got those Nike joints? You know where I'm going with this, like. Oh, I said if LaRon is still in the chat, I needed to know if he still has on them Nike joints. I saw him taking out his trash the other day.
No, but it would have happened at IHOP or Dennis, the same thing would have happened. I still would have been paying from it. I mind my business. But if you come picking at me and I'm minding my business, I'm going to give you what you asked for.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to smoke, and I gave all of it. When her and my friend had to get into the bathroom, I went and grabbed my friend. I'm like, look, she drunk, excuse her. And I'm telling her, girl, let's go. And so the girl put her hands and pushed my forehead with her hand inside the bathroom. I blanked out. Like, did she just touch me in this bathroom? I don't put hands clean. My OCD kicked in at that point. So I grabbed about her throat, had her against the wall in the bathroom. I got kicked out the club for about 2 weeks. Whatever. Sitting at the Waffle House. I was minding my business in my little booth, not saying nothing. All I heard was, why are you sitting next to that B word? I was behind me. I'm in the last booth, so nobody behind me. I look like, oh, she talking to me. I done jumped across my booth into her booth, done grabbed her with both of my hands, trying to yank her back across to the booth with me. Security guard saw me. He done picked me up. I done knocked everything off the table. My table and their table. And I was like, man, you gonna put me down and let me go right now? So they done told me outside. They called the police on me. I ain't do nothing.
Well, listen.
She called me what she said, and I responded. Why y'all calling the police on me? So they told me I'm not allowed to come to the Waffle House anymore.
Well, you're not the only one, Sonya. Don't feel bad. Give me 1 second. We're about to.
Bro, what the fuck going on, bro? Hell no. Bro, I just want my waffle, guys. What they doing, bro? Come on, son. Oh, what's going down, son? Oh, shit. You wildin', guys. Oh, shit. You are wildin'. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh my. Yo. Hey, all y'all need to start trading. No bullshit. So y'all ain't gotta deal with shit like that. Yo. All of that. Yo, y'all better than that, man. Come on, man. We're supposed to be supporting each other, man. Come on, man. Yo, they still. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. You wildin'. Yo, chill. You about to go to jail. Chill.
Yeah, that was a bit too much for me. They was doing entirely way too much. It's like, where are your parents? Where are your parents? But listen, speaking of parents, what about your neighbor? Sonia sent me something just today, and I want to share it with you guys. Let's get into it.
Yo, who are you?
Hey, how you doing? It's Extinction neighbor from upstairs. I just want to ask a question.
Right.
I was wondering if you got the sweatpants you had on yesterday, the Nike joint.
What?
Oh, the Nike sweatpants.
Not Nike Tech. I don't know what?
Yeah. I was saying because I saw you yesterday going at the garbage, and your dick is looking real big.
What? Yo. I heard you. Yo. Get off my door, yo, stop trying to open my door. Yo, stop trying to open my door. Yo, I'm gonna put a cop. Get it. Yo, who are you?
Hey, how you doing? It's Extinction neighbor from upstairs. I just want to ask a question.
Right.
I was wondering if you got the sweatpants you had on yesterday, the Nike joint.
What?
Oh, the Nike sweatpants.
Not Nike Tech. I don't know what?
Yeah. I was saying because I saw you yesterday going at the garbage, and your dick is looking real big.
What? Yo. I heard you. Yo. Get off my door, yo, stop trying to open my door.
Listen here, I didn't seen it all. I didn't seen it all.
I think the class guy yesterday with the Nike gray sweatpants on, baby. She got her top. That's somebody's door.
Honey, when you talk about print watching. But you know those sweatpants, honey. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You like the hard hell. I think you taking your trash out like, babe, was you in your window with your binoculars looking?
Right. And what did you have on? What were you wearing?
I guess it was like pop. It was just ringing in them gray sweatpants. Baby, she had to knock on the door about that down.
Honey.
I got a question is,
And guess what?
I'm going to go fry you. You say I'm fry you.
Listen, who about to turn down some chicken? And listen, She look like she could make some good chicken, honey.
Boy, I'm gonna go fry some. You about to go fry some chicken and come right to you? Man, you don't get away from my dog.
Mother said, I need those sweatpants are mine and I need them now. Honey, bring those sweatpants on up over here. Honey.
Right. He said, you don't get away from my door. I'm calling 911.
Right. Oh, child. Honey, she was very persistent, wasn't she?
Man, don't come out. I think you some great sweatpants checking out your tray yesterday, and I saw that your little, cheeky swinging on them pants. Like, wait a minute, look. But you chose that day to say something, okay?
Yes, honey.
That man said, what?
Yes.
Is she out of the whispering?
Trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you? Yeah.
I'm like, Lord, no. Like, no, ma'am. You just come in the man doorbell. Come on, I cook you some, I'm gonna fry you some chicken. He told you to get away from his door before he called 911. Leave it up. He don't want you. Try getting them people involved.
Oh my God. So peep this out. I know this is like off topic, but Bob Marley's son had come up unalived in his car. Did you hear about that?
Oh wow.
Yes.
A lot of kids, didn't
It's Joseph. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let me do my research.
I think her name was Vegan Marley. That she was married and got some kids with. I mean, he was Bob Marley's son.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Marley met musician Lauryn Hill, 1996. They had 5. Okay, so no, it's not Marley. It's Joseph.
Oh, no, okay. Oh, his grandson. Oh, okay. No, she wasn't with him. Oh, I know what? He's gonna be the last one. It's gonna be 54 first to get her. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, you know what? They are taking them out like, oh, baby. When you talk about the rapture, you know, Anita Baker, play caught up in the rapture.
You get that text I sent to Instagram about the boy that's supposed to have unalive takeoff. They found him unalive 2 days ago.
Let me get into it.
Yes, ma'am. They found him unalive 2 days ago. The 16-year-old that said they did it, him. I think in Houston. But I thought they took somebody else.
Oh, it wasn't a video. You just sent me the thing. You just.
Yeah, I sent you that. No words there, but they said it's unalive.
Okay. Here, what I can do is. You know what? It's just so sad. I mean, it's really a lot going. Oh, we gotta give Wendy Williams. So let me go over here and look at the Wendy Williams podcast. Honey Mama is over here doing it up.
For that show with Sydney Storm.
Oh, you know what? I didn't. And you know what? This is the thing. Oh.
That's a reality transsexuals. It's like a reality show, and they get like a lot of transsexuals, and they're gonna pick the ones they want to put on their show. And since I know you like to be on, on the TV and everything else, I said, shit, you better go sign up.
Yeah. But see, I don't.
They may pick you to be a
Right, that would be cool. But see, I got my family. And see, it'll be like I'll have to be out of state. Because I'm pretty sure they are not gonna oh.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in California. Atlanta. It's gonna be one that you taping. And I had stopped there and I thought about you. I like, well, I know you fun, bubbly, and everything else, let it be something you be interested in. And then you get your following up. Might get your 100K subs or a million subs. They're gonna go straight to your Instagram or whatever thing you got to come find you.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, then to again, you might be on a fight.
Absolutely.
So I said the wrong thing, but then you get to go to the reunion. I said, you go to the reunion, send me a ticket, because I want to be in the audience. And we'll set that whole reunion off.
Set it off in this. Okay, so here, let me see. Yeah. So I need to be following. Well, I think I follow Sydney Star. Let me see.
Yeah, go up. She was on there when she said, send in something.
Okay, so we'll just do okay.
I believe I'm following her on my page. Can you see the people I'm following on my page on Instagram?
Yeah.
So I go on my page and see what it is, because I know it came on my timeline. I was like, wait, what? Who the hell? Yeah.
Hey, look, you see this on the screen? Before Christian Rock and Blueface. It was them.
Oh, yeah. And Phoebe.
It's DB. Stevie.
And she was fighting him. He didn't hit her back, but she was fighting him.
Yes.
And
yes.
Sean and Blueface, I can see that type of toxic relationship. No, I don't want no man like that.
That part.
You be on to fight everything. She needs therapy. That's who needs therapy. Her.
That. Oh. Okay, so we need to find out where this show is.
It should be on her page, because I know she has that stuff now, like following her, and she was on about that. But that's her page. Oh, when it was New York Flavor Flav, yeah, New York Flavor Flav, she wasn't fighting Flav. She was fighting women Now she wasn't fighting me, but she was. I love New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I had signed up to be on Flavor Flav 3, but I didn't sign up in time. I said, all I want to do is go in there and get drunk. I can care less about him, public enemy, none of them. I just want to go get drunk and hang with the girls. That's it.
I'm not about to play with her.
And come. Girl, that place, who did that? Who did that? Girl, go back down. Who did some more like that?
Where is Shamar girl? Is she even online right now?
They play too much. Oh, is that him for real? Letting some man left?
They cropped her face out.
Oh, they play too much. They play entirely too much.
Oh, let's see who on live. Shamar thinks that, honey, I want his man. No, I don't want your man, Shamar. Oh, Nene Leaks. What she got going on? Okay, let's see who's on. Anybody really on tonight? I would go trolling tonight, but there's really nobody to troll.
Everybody, their mom and daddy live, ain't they?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, book your tables and sections now. We are hiring. Okay, Nene. Okay, she was selling the plays. Now the Lanithia. Okay. Okay. Just didn't know, Nene, if you were selling it or whatever. Oh, this is what I wanted to get into right here. This ish right here. This really bothered me. Did you see this viral video?
Yeah, I see them videos coming on your screen. What about them?
Girl, I want to have. Oh my gosh! It was this.
They in South Africa doing that.
Yeah. Video footage of Black teens being attacked at South African resort services online. Family member pool served for the white guest. What? Oh, Sonya, it couldn't be me. I can't do that.
Couldn't have been me neither. Yeah.
Oh, girl, get into this.
Quickly, want to clear some things up. Okay. My dad wasn't there for me for 10 years. So one, he wasn't there for 10 years in my life until I was, he didn't come back in my life until I was 15. And he was out of my life when I was the age of 5. So my dad wasn't financially or emotionally there for me for all of that time, actually. So I think for me personally, that would, if I was a parent who was never in my child's life, I would try to make up for the moments that I wasn't. I would try to be as mothering and nurturing and everything that they need to be because I wasn't able to provide that to them at a young age. I would. But me and my father are completely different people. And maybe you might be on the same boat as my dad, where you just feel like, well, you can come back after all of that time, and I'm just supposed to naturally love you and naturally be there for you, even though my family, like me, myself, I was homeless. My family's still homeless. My mom still doesn't have a house because he sold the house from my mother that we were all living in. And I was young. And my mom spent years and years and years fighting for it. That's what I'm mad at him for. That's where I think he's an also because I have tried to build like a relationship with him, and it's always me driving out to see him, me driving from Orange County, from Pomona, like so San Bernardino, driving. You might be on the same boat as my dad, where to the valley, 2 to 3 hours, constantly for him, constantly to keep up that relationship. And my father wasn't able to do that all for me. He's only visited me, I think, 3 to 4 times in my 4 years of going to college. And the one day that he did come out to see me, it was actually that conversation that happened. He drove out to Orange County where I was living with my boyfriend, and he said that the reason why he doesn't see me, the reason why he can't put in all of that, all of this energy to actually be a father and not just pretend to be for the internet, is because he's an actor. And he doesn't have a normal job like other dads. And that right there to me sounds like an excuses.
Stones may break my bones, but the drugs won't hurt me. The drugs won't hurt me. Ex-girlfriend keeps calling my phone, but the can't hurt me.
I don't know. This this particular story, child, the people in the comments, they were like, girl, why are you telling us? Call him and join the club. The fuck? The internet don't need to know this. Somebody said he been working too many hours at Good Burger. Somebody said, look what Romeo started. What she want us to do about it? Sadly, that's a lot of black girls. I don't get this. Keep that stuff in the house. This just ruined my childhood. Damn, all these kids dissing their daddies. MLK Ultra got him. Call bro, not Insta. Man, text him. I'm going to bed. Woo, 2022, different. Like, okay. So the people in the comments, they feeling like, she don't need to air her funky laundry out, And then let's talk about Bill Cosby announces plans to go on tour in 2023. There's so much fun to be.
They pay too much for what did
You know what? I don't even know why I'm laughing.
I'm legally blind. Not even see.
Sonya, I can't. Let's see. Before them was New York and Flavor Flav. Yes, those were the days. Then I feel ever aeons. Okay. Wow, them boars heads think it'll still party. Were those native South American children or American blacks? Child, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. Just sick. But yeah, so Bill Cosby announces plans to go on tour. There's so much fun to be had, is what it's what the article reads. Okay, looks like Bill Cosby is planning on a comeback tour in 2023. The 85-year-old controversial comedian made the surprise announcement during an interview on WGH Talk with host Scott Spears. When asked about whether 2023 might be a touring year, Cosby responded, yes, because there's so much fun to be had in this storytelling that I do. If you recall, Cosby was released from prison in 2021 after his conviction from a criminal sexual assault charge was overturned by the state Supreme Court. When I come out of this, I feel that I will be able to perform and be the Bill Cosby that my audience knows me to be. Cosby explained. All right. Somebody said Bill Chill. Who can come up with a good name for this tour? Let's see what the hold on. You want me to read some of the what some of the people said? Because this comedian wants to know what should what should be the name of the tour. And actually I'm gonna read them. I'm such a oh my god, I gotta read them. Okay, here we go. Still himself, Bill Cosby, Bill Me Later tour, Drugs Galore. Let's see. Should Have Stayed Home tour. I don't owe them shit, nothing. Okay, I don't know what that meant. Bill Cosby, Second Coming, Finding Victims tour, Revenge tour. Let all the victims sit front row and enjoy the show. Let's see. Peels on Wheels. Putting pussy pops on the pill with Bill. Cosby Quad Redemption Tour. Okay, let's see. Peel Bill Volume 1 tour. Volume 1 tour. Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. Wow. No, that was a line from Whatchamacallit song. Someone says secret plug around the world tour. Mysterious drink tour. Let's see. Comedy Never Sleeps tour. You Won't Be Called Sleeping tour. Let's see. Cocktails with Cosby tour. Break Comedy tour. Pillmatic. Pop a Pill and Chill with Bill. Let's see. Spanish Fly. Oh wait, that's one of his old comedy records. Let's see. A Good Pill to Swallow. P popping on a grandstand. That P represents three things associated with old Bill. Okay, let's see the Netflix and Peel tour. Peeling off the ladies tour. I should not be laughing at this. This lip on peel. Okay. Oh my god. Just Change. Fun to Women. Pills and pills. Okay, yeah, these people are out of control. Okay. Well, thank you, Sonia, for calling in.
I'm about to jump back up in the chat.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Here, let me see. The out of time tour. Okay, so if we're gonna be doing all this, okay, he said that he was it got overturned, right? My thing is now you have these other women that are coming up. So is Bill Cosby out of money? Well, I don't think I don't know. Is it financial problems or does I don't know. Wow. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on. And even within the climate and stuff, it's like, oh, yikes. But people will come up with something very comedic in a time such as that. Let me see. Oh, I didn't even know that y'all was typing in. Hey, Evolution 101, what's going on?
Hey, girly, what's up?
Hey. Oh, nothing much. Just over here covering these topics.
I
These hot
love it.
topics.
So he filed for divorce from his wife. He's a
Who?
mess. TJ Hawk.
Oh, TJ. Yes.
She should be the one filing for divorce. The hell?
Yeah. And
He
you
did
know,
that so he could get a leg up probably on the alimony and all that good stuff.
well, according to Media Takeout, child, him and Amy were spending they spent the holiday together.
Oh, really?
Oh, but catch this tea.
Mm-hmm.
Real Housewives of Potomac, Juan Dixon caught in gay sex scandal. One of the
What?
kids he coaches files lawsuit.
That's deep.
Juan Dixon from the Real Housewives of Potomac has been named in a blockbuster lawsuit that could take him down and also take the entire basketball program at Coppin State University, the HBCU, where he coached, Media Takeout has learned. Juan is the ex-husband, current fiance of longtime cast member Robin Dixon, and the current head coach of basketball for Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland. In a scandalous lawsuit reviewed by Media Takeout, Juan has been accused of not reporting alleged sexual misconduct between a male assistant basketball coach and one of the young men who was playing at the team on scholarship. Here's what is being alleged in the lawsuit, which was filed by a former player at Coppin State named Ivan Brew, who was just a teenager at the time of the alleged assault. The lawsuit claims that Coppin State assistant coach Lucien Brunley has been accused of catfishing and IBN online. Eventually, according to the legal filing, their online encounters allegedly progressed to graphic text and photos. Coach Brownlee, IBN accuses Coach Brownlee of blackmailing him into recording sexual encounters upon his refusal to keep doing it. Coach Brownlee allegedly shared the very explicit videos. Juan Dixon is named in the lawsuit for not taking action against Coach Brownlee after he allegedly learned of his behavior. Coppin State University has been accused of retaliating against IBM by revoking the player's financial aid. According to IBN, the incident started during his freshman year of college in 2018 when a girl who was romantically interested in him contacted him online. IBN claims that he initially believed the images were private and in the context of a relationship between the two. Unfortunately for the teen basketball star, things took a turn when the person behind the account asked for more sexual content and threatened to release the ones they already had if he didn't keep the images coming.
Mm-hmm.
Scared of what these images surfacing could do to this basketball career, he continued to send them. That's when the lawsuit gets crazy. IBN claims that during a conversation with Coach Brownlee in 2019, IBN says Coach Brownlee told him that the same person as blackmail is blackmailing him too. As a lawsuit alleges, at the middle-aged coach told the student that he, blackmailer, then requested a video of him and Coach Brownlee engaging in sexual acts. IBN says that he initially refused but later gave in to the request. After some remorse, however, the teenage basketball player stopped responding to the blackmailer, which led to the explicit content being shared with basketball staff and faculty and on social media. IBN alleges in the lawsuit that the blackmailer was none other than Coach Brown Lee. Head coach Juan Dixon is accused of sweeping the incident under the rug. IBN says that he met with Coach Dixon to discuss other issues, and the topic of Coach Brown Lee came up. Coach Dixon reportedly failed to take action. No public statement has been made from the Dixons, but if Robin returns for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8, this is sure to be a storyline. Oh,
Well,
child.
win for her. I don't know about him. I wonder how she feels about people referring to her as Juan's roommate.
Well, it's actually true because are they really going to get married? You know, how long have you been broke?
But you know what? Excuse me. Her and Kenya have so much in common because Kenya, it's like, girl, when are you getting a divorce? It's like it's scary because you have all these high profile divorces that have like with hardcore money. Like she's not worth that much. And if that dude from Amazon can be like, all right, come on, let's split it up. You know, like if he can split his money down the middle, then girl, what's the problem? Like what kind of attorney do you have? I've never seen a divorce. Like Portia, remember Portia got divorced real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Her divorce was like, bam. Like it just doesn't make sense. And like it's like, I mean, don't even like they say on the show, don't even talk about it if you're not gonna do it. Like let's stop talking about it. And then like that little trailer or sneak peek of like what's coming up, it's like giving bridal party because she has like the bride little headband on and we know she didn't get married.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know. I guess Andy just don't give a damn. Like Andy's over it, I guess. Like he just letting people do whatever they want to do because it's not making sense. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. And then it's like Kenya at RoboCon, she's like, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna start dating and stuff. Like, girl, I don't want to see you start dating. Girl, I'm over it. He's living his best life. He's living his best life. I seen him crossing the street with hella girls.
Who?
Kenya's ex-husband or in the process of being ex-husband. Mark.
Hey.
Mark is living his best life in New York. Like he's been seen with like some really, really pretty girls.
Yes.
It just doesn't make sense. Like Kenya, if you need that for your storyline, just say it. Like getting up and crying and getting all these weird phone calls. Like we never hear his voice. It could be her aunt calling her. I don't put nothing past her. And then Robin is like, we're going to have a small wedding. Girl, go down to the Justice of the Peace. You guys already did it already. What's the point of doing it again? You already did it.
In my mind, she just needs to go ahead and jump the broom with Giselle.
With Giselle?
Mm-hmm. I mean, just no shade. I mean, they sleep together. I mean, they sleep with each other more than they sleep with their partners.
That's true. I don't know. Like, I don't find Robin attractive. Like, she has pretty eyes. That's about it. Like, you know, like, she's not a head turner. Like, if she wasn't on the show and she walked in the room, I don't think I would look up at her, like, twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get that vibe from her. You know, she's not glamorous at all. Like, I think I've seen her have one nice purse. And I don't know what these outfits are. I mean, to be honest, you know, they're just all over the place. But I don't know, something's going on because she's really interested in what Mia and her friend are giving. So I guess they're trying to figure out how they can segue what they're giving. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Giselle, like, girl, another season of not knowing who you're dating. It's just like, like there's nothing that there's just some people really getting paid for doing nothing. And I'm not mad at it. I mean, get the coin, but it's like you're literally contributing to nothing. Like Giselle, what are you contributing to? Like, do you have a business? What are you doing?
Right.
Like, there's nothing. Candace is singing, doing music videos. Ashley's going through a divorce, blah, blah, blah. Mia's opening up businesses that she no longer owns. I mean, it's just like, there's a lot going on. Wendy is like doing stuff. So, I don't know. The Grand Dame, I don't know what oh yeah, she's doing a show. It's just like one of those things. And then that girl talking about her daddy, girl, good luck with that. The what's his name?
Oh, Kill.
Kill.
Mm.
Good luck with that, girl. I love social media and I get it, but there are some things that just need to be like, she could have filmed that and sent that to her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Like video chatted him. Like, why are you bring, and then who is going to want to, okay, you publicly humiliated me and then you expect me and you to have a great relationship after this? You know what I'm saying? Like, was that a farewell? Because that seemed like a farewell to me. Like, don't talk to me. I'm about to tell everybody how shitty you are. This doesn't seem like the start of something beautiful.
Right.
So it's kind of like you putting that out there like that, and then like his colleagues, and that kind of really jams him up.
Yeah. Because this is my thing. Whether if you had to drive an hour or two, you had a vehicle to do it, and you had the means. You had the means as well. You're young. I mean, most young people, they want that type of freedom. They want their own car. I know for me, I love driving my own car.
Right.
It
But
was paid off.
this is what was, like the sympathy, like violin. My mom is still homeless, but then you tell me that you living with your boyfriend, you cutthroat.
Right.
Why don't you move your mama into your
Mo-
spot? Your
Thank
mom is
you.
homeless and you living with a man? That's deep.
If I've got a bed, mama's got a bed.
Right.
Okay. If I'm welcome, my mama's welcome.
It's not mathing. It's not mathing. That was just like that. I was rocking with her for a minute. I was like, oh, okay, like this is her story. And then my mom is still homeless. And then you're living with your boyfriend. That's deep. Like, do you get on the freeway looking at your mama, begging for change? I mean, like, what's up? Like, that's kind of cutthroat.
That takes me over here to Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell, she's going to keep it real for us. Okay. Let's go. Let's get a word from Kim Burrell. How you feel about that?
Right.
Let's do it. Okay, let me.
Sometimes before we gotta choose up, find you some value. Sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke? How many times have you changed your name on your light bill? How many of your bills in your little cousin's name? Do you live in a trailer home or a house? You understand. And it's not about status or material things. It's just about choices. Life is different now. And we are at church. Thank God we're here. Those of us who walk in by faith without a mask and no vaccine. And so we honor the Lord. God is good. I respect all of the men of God here and respect you. Can y'all clap so I don't feel strange right about now? Hopefully we'll get a chance to meet each other when y'all invite me to come to your church. I'm not as expensive as I seem. And so, I don't know, maybe you got a little left over from your PPP. Though. Prayer, praise, and power. You understand? Amen. Isn't the Lord great? Amen. Amen. And so, I like coming here because the ground is already tilled with great personality like Dr. Karn. Because one thing I love about him, he's deep in the word, but he knows how to have great humanity. And most don't understand his personality because he is truth personified. And he tells the type of truth that makes most uncomfortable. Because who likes to be told you're just ugly? No one likes to be told that, especially when they have realized it. All right. Most don't get offended until they know the bad thing about themselves. And then somebody else recognizes and says, oh, I saw the ugly too. I just wanted to let you know. So anyway, y'all get that later. God is great. All of you are beautiful. I haven't chosen anyone to be ugly yet. God is good. God is great. You all look great. Most of you have on hats covering most of that anyway. Here's to you.
I love it.
I love her. I love her reads.
I love it. I love it.
Because
It was very misunderstood. Like when you listen to it, you
Mhm.
for me, I can see where she's coming from. Like she was talking about when she was talking about ugly, it's like, when you get guidance and somebody's just kind of telling you where you're going wrong. Like
Mhm.
like freshen up. You need to get your shit together. That's what she was talking about. And it is true. Like, if you're not walking with people trying to elevate themselves and better themselves, like she said, it doesn't have anything to do with where you're at right now, but it's like, are you trying to go somewhere else? You know?
Right.
So I never looked at that as negative when they put it on the shade room and they put it here. I never looked at it as like, because when like listen to what she's saying, you
Mhm.
can understand that it's a method to it. It's a method to the madness. Now, if you just gonna go in there like, well, I don't like her anyway, and I'm over her, then yeah, it's gonna come out funky. So.
Yeah, I love her because like she says this stuff that some people scared to say, you know. And it's like some people they want to live in this fairy tale land and it's like no, that's not it. And it'll show. And when she was saying like, the ugly part, that's like that could mean could mean a series of a lot of things.
Mhm.
Your behavior, your attitude, or the experiences that you give other people.
Right. It had nothing. She wasn't talking about looks.
Looks. Yeah, she was not talking about looks.
She was talking about the inner core of like who you are, and she was relating it to the pastor and how like he's able to see that in people and bring out the best in people. But what's so funny is like I feel like we have to stop. You should always have a mentor, somebody that you look up to, but like let's let entertainers and singers and dancers be who they are, you know um other than like maybe you also a dancer and like you like certain things that somebody did, but we have to stop putting people on pedestals and put ourselves on a pedestal. It's like
I agree.
people are just leaning too much into like they're entertainers like Patti LaBelle. It's like I just want to go to the concert and she had some tea and she's able to sing all the songs clearly and beautifully because I paid to see her. What that woman does in her personal life is her business.
Mm-hmm.
Chooses to love, what organization she's involved in, all of that stuff is her business. Just like it's my business. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like I don't know, like I remember a lot of people was like I looked up to Jay-Z was like a father to me. And it's like, what? Or even Bill Cosby, who we were talking about. So many people was like, Bill Cosby was like my father. He was reading lines that like a whole table of writers wrote. Like,
Mhm.
like he's a character. You know, just like even the Will Smith thing, I thought it was beautiful because it humanized him. But it's like I knew Will had it in him. I don't know what Will's like after a couple of Coronas. I don't know, like the Bad Boys and Fresh Prince and all those movies, those are written by like people that wrote scripts and like had him in mind. And his skill is to execute the character, that they write on those pages. But like who he is as a person, and so many people think he's soft. Like Will is such a simp, he's this and that. I think Will is probably something that we probably ain't never seen behind closed doors. Like everybody thinks that Jada wears the pants. I don't think that Jada wears the pants. I really don't. Because a lot of these celebrities, a lot of times we have things very twisted from who they really are in real life. And I remember when they were on Oprah and they were talking about when Willow had cut her hair, when she was really young.
Yeah.
And I remember when Jada was like kind of breaking down like how Will felt. And I was like, wow, Will is not who I thought he was. Because Will looked so open-minded and like, like he was like over that. He was not feeling that at all. But he came around. But in the beginning, it was just like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it wasn't like, Will is always smiling in pictures and jumping around and dancing,
Well, because his thoughts were, we're going to let the kids find their own identity. We're not going to find it for them. And so I feel like when that started happening, that's when all gloves were off with him and his wife. Just being honest.
I think that she respects the character that he has to play because it makes him a lot of money. And trust me, if I could play a character and have those kind of zeros in my account, because you get to come home. I get to come home and take it off. I don't have to do that when I come home. That's why, like, your home has to be your sanctuary. Like, if you're not getting along with people that you live with, shame on you. Because, when we go to work, when we're like, paying a bill or at the store, you have to give a certain energy, you know what I'm saying? In order to get shit done. So it's like when, he comes home, he gets to, cuss and maybe he walks around, like he gets to do whatever he fucking wants to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just really, especially like when I was living in LA and I was going to like industry parties and meeting people and like, oh my gosh, she smokes. Like, I was so shocked how many like singers, professional singers were like smoking cigarettes. Like, I thought that was like something that they would never think of doing. Like, you make millions of dollars off of your voice. Like, why the fuck? It's just like, it was weird to me at first. But then it was like, I had to remind myself, like, you do not know these people. You don't know these people at all. And I mean, I would never name drop, but I have seen some wild stuff from people whose like personality on film and in the media is totally different. And it's just like, I get it because they're relaxing, they're letting their hair down. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not on camera right now. They're not giving an interview, But it's like, we just really need to humanize that experience for all of us. Let's, like, oh, I love her so much. Girl, you don't know her. You do not know her. And I'm not saying that everybody is like this negative person, but it's just like, you don't know. Like, even though like she's giving you like crafts and and art, you still don't know if you're gonna get along with her. You know what I'm saying? In real life, she's giving you that on television. Like, and these get to like, they really do get to write their own narrative. You know, if I really want everybody to think that like I play with cats and I knit and, you know, I sit by the fire, then all I have to do is, you know, project that and keep saying that in interviews. You know, like what are
Yeah.
you doing for the holiday? It's like, I'm just gonna be with my family. I love family and this and that. Honey, that girl might be with her boyfriend going hard all night long. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? They get to really write it. Like, oh, me and my mom were like best friends. You know, because somebody did an interview about Diddy and his mom. And, you know, like Diddy and his mom are so like a united front, like on so many of his little specials and shows and stuff. And this man said that they fight like cats and dogs. So it's just like, you know, like let's humanize just everyone. Everyone's just a human being trying to figure it out. Let's stop putting this big backpack on everybody's back. You know,
Yeah.
like nobody's perfect.
Nobody is.
You know,
But let's also hold our counterparts accountable. You know, we see something going on, it ain't right. Like let's stop okaying the bull mess. And I said it to us as a whole, as a community. Like
absolutely.
like we
Everybody needs to be accountable. Just because you got more money than me, you still need to be accountable. And I think this shows even with the Tory Megan case. You know, like at the end of the day, somebody got shot. That's what it's all about. I don't care. I found it very. It did nothing to my soul hearing about Megan twerking, hearing about her being drunk. That has nothing to do. When that gun got pulled out, let's start answering some questions about that. It does not matter if she was drunk. It does not matter if she was cussing everybody out. No human being, no animal, no child, no man, no woman, no nothing deserves to be shot. Period.
period, point blank.
So all of that extra, that's why I just was waiting. I didn't really get into it because I didn't want to hear about that. It's irrelevant. If Megan had pulled her panties down and was walking around, that has nothing to do with her getting. What? Let's get to the point of where she got shot because she got shot. The doctor said she got shot in her foot. So let's figure out that part. It didn't matter if she was dating him. It didn't matter if she screamed to Kylie and said, I need more fries. That did not matter to me. I wanted to know who is going to be accountable for doing this to this lady. Period.
Absolutely. That was, I mean, I thought that was I thought that was everyone's goal, was to get to the root of the problem. But see, this is the thing. A lot of people are blinded with the glass situation. When she called 911, she was very much so aware of the climate, or however, when 911, she knew to act accordingly because the climate was pow pow and ask questions later.
Right. Right.
You know,
Absolutely. We were deep in Black Lives Matter right then. It was a lot going on, honey. It was a lot going on. And you in LA and where they were was like very suspect for anybody of color to be over in that area. And I can say that for someone that is from Los Angeles. So she really saved a lot of headache with just kind of getting through the whole situation, you know, of the fact. Because that could have went, like you said, left, and it could have got very bloody.
mm, 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 mm.
So, I mean, it's just one of those situations, you know. And then when I heard about, you know, when I was hearing about, oh, and then, you know, like all these tidbits, it kind of triggered me because I thought about the situations where someone says that they were violated. And then the conversation goes to, well, what does she have on? And we find out that she had on a revealing top and a short skirt. And then somehow we're supposed to make that make sense of why she was violated. So like I just didn't when we were getting those tidbits, I was like, what is this relevance? If someone has been violated, they've been violated. It doesn't matter
Right.
what happened. It doesn't matter. She could have been singing her songs loud, and there still shouldn't have been any type of violence. You know? Period. You know, and we saw that with Chris Brown. If Rihanna was running her mouth like that, you should have pulled over and told her to get out. There's a man that told a woman to get out of his car. It's a viral video. He told her, girl, get your butt out. It's really that simple. You know? And then it's like, Tory, learn from Chris. Chris's story was all over the world. Learn what it looks like to put yourself in a position and then you do something foolish to where you're jeopardizing that position. You know?
I totally agree with you. I feel like when he does whatever happens, I want Tory to get the help. I want him to go to get his anger management. I mean, there's classes and programs. We really need him to do the work. You know, you can write a song. We get that.
He's talented, very talented. You know, he has to distribute his energy in a different way. The dude from Love and Hip Hop, he assaulted him in a club. He just assaulted August Alsina or whatever, that singer. You know, he's putting his hands on people. One of the baby mamas said that she was getting beat up daily. You know what I'm saying? I wish that this was not his yield, but it looked like this was supposed to be his yield. You know, some people can get spared, but he had to just keep driving. So when you keep driving, I mean, shit happens. You know, just like Brother Trey Songs. It just seems like he cannot keep himself off of people. One sexual assault, another one, and another. Somebody gotta be telling the truth. Like, this is a lot of the same repeat. He's taking advantage of girls. He's doing this, he's doing that. It's like, let's get this straightened out. What's going on, Trey? And people in the comments talking about he could get any woman that he wants, but that has nothing to do with anything. We have to stop getting in that mind frame. Because he can't have any woman that he wants. There are women that don't find him attractive and don't care how much money he got. They don't want him touching them. That's not the end all. You know, it's just not. You could think of someone very popular, and there's going to be a group of women or men that just don't like that person or just don't find them attractive. That's not for everyone, you know. And when we see the pandemonium of it, those are fans. Those are people that want to be there, that are screaming and stuff. So of course, they would maybe take things to another level. But just some average Joe walking down the street, you may not be able to convince them.
That's true.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, and then in some of these comment sections, you know, they add more fuel to the fire, you know, like, because you got the trolls and the, you know, the recklessness, you know, of saying this and saying that. And it is funny sometimes, but sometimes under these really serious, you know, headlines, it's not funny. You know, so I don't know. It's one of those things, we still got what? How many more days we got?
Oh, child, what is today? We have, oh, it's not even 12 yet, but we have one, two, three more days up in this thing.
Wow. Oh, and then Bob Marley's grandson. It's just like, what's next tomorrow?
Yes, isn't that something?
Hmm. It's a lot. I'm still tripping off of Twitch. I still can't get over Twitch. I wonder, are they gonna have a big? Have you heard anything about his service?
I have not. I have not. I wonder if they're gonna do like a live stream like they did takeoffs.
I mean, he could pack the house too. You know,
Uh-huh.
people loved him. Like my family loved him so much.
Oh no, hold on. I think they did have it.
Really?
Hold on. Um,
It's one of those things where at first you don't know what people are going through, and it is hard. I actually had a guy that I was involved with in my first year of college that ended up taking his own life, and
mm,
um
sorry to hear that.
yeah, it was a new relationship, but I was around like his friends. Like his friends that had known him. Like I literally met him in college. But he had longtime friends that we were always around, and these people knew him like since junior high. So when it happened, it was like, I don't know, like I didn't know how to put everything together because he was he was always happy. He was always smiling. Like he was always in a good mood. And like we just always have fun together. Like he never told me anything. I never saw that side of him. And then when I found out the way that he did it, it just really like threw me aback. And then it was like I didn't know what to say. I didn't It was just like a very numbing experience. And he did write a note, which I couldn't read because I feel like that would take me to like a very like weird place. Like you kind of know your limit of what you should do for yourself, and I just felt like that was something that I shouldn't do for myself. Like that wasn't like closure for me. That wasn't going to be closure for me. It was more like it probably would have haunted me, to be honest. um just because that just would have been like that last moment that was just like enough, like too much for me. But you know you you kind of live in a weird space. Like for me, I felt like me and him were like soulmates. So like I felt like, wow, like just kind of I felt like because we had an instant connection. We had an instant connection. We had an instant friendship. I just thought that he was just like the best thing since like the sun, the moon, like I felt like he gave me everything, you know? And it just, I don't know, like it doesn't matter how much love you have around you. Sometimes it's just not enough, you know? Um, but I don't know, it definitely leaves people just speechless. That's really what I could say. And I don't know. Like, because a lot of people, like, I read certain comments, they're like, well, his wife knew and this and that. And it's like, people can hide stuff from you. They really can. You know, I would hope that they, you know, were, I would hope that, you know, he was trusting her enough with that. But you still don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things.
That's how it goes, child. You know, sometimes we will just never know what people are thinking and how they move and how they um how they, you know, find themselves in certain situations. But, you know, hopefully people can just wake up and really just see like all that extra being violent and all that. You know, don't complain. If that's your life, don't complain when it's time for consequences and repercussions.
Okay.
What is that? Don't do the crime. Don't be violent.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real.
You want to be Miss Big Badass or Mr. Big Badass? I mean, be ready for those consequences. Don't bow down now. What they say, keep that same energy that
Right.
you had when you was out there swinging on people.
What they say? Only you can prevent forest fires. I mean, that's real talk. Real talk. If you got the matches, let's not be surprised if something get lit up. Like,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, you know, like are a lot of people that, you know, will, you know, turn the corner. But sometimes when you do turn a corner, you know, them people waiting for you at the other corner. Like they're, oh, okay. You got a son now. You got a daughter now. I'm happy for you. But me and you still got business. You know? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
because I used to hear that all the time. Like he was changing his life. He was turning stuff around. Okay, but who did he hurt in the process? Because those people wanted retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you live by the gun, you die by the gun. That's what my uncle used to say all the time. Like if you pull that out, you know, they might pull something out, you know? And it's just unfortunate. And especially, you know, like I think we've all heard about the power of words, you know, like what comes out of your mouth, you know, and how we talk stuff up and manifest stuff. And I just thought it was very interesting, you know, to hear people even talk about rap, you know. It's like okay, you're singing it and you're putting it out there. It's kind of manifesting what's going to happen to you. You know, if you write a song about you dying, that's kind of deep. You know, like it was somebody really breaking it down and I was like, wow, that is deep. You know, like I do know the power of words and how you can, you know, provoke almost something, you know, with the sound and the words, you
Yeah.
know. And
Even the thought. I mean,
even the thought, yeah,
mhm.
even the thought. That's why it's like it's kind of scary even to go to like certain concerts, you
And
know.
yeah, because energy doesn't die, it transforms. So that's why you know, you gotta be very cautious of who you are engaging with, you know. Because
You
some
do.
people they will suck your energy up out of you.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And some people are just around just to see what you're giving.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even like really genuinely wanting to be around you. They're just like nosy, you know. And I will say like as a young kid, I actually gave that because there was a guy named Ruben that I was like madly in love with. And what grade was I in? I was in the 10th grade. This guy was like everything. I mean, gorgeous. I'm not going to give his last name, but his name was Ruben. And I hung out with I found out who his best friend was. This girl named Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to hang out with her to get close to him. And what happened was that was the goal. But me and her clicked. Like me and her actually was like, cool. You know, like it was a motive. It was a motive because I was like, oh shit, like they're always hanging out with each other. And then I can like be involved in the conversation. He can look at me, like we can start talking and this and that. Okay, so I did that. And then guess what? They fell out. When me and her became cool, they stopped being friends. I was like, what the hell? So, what happened? I still got him. But what happened? What happened? Was he ended up transferring in one of my classes. And then me and him, like, I think I was kind of annoying to him because like I was throwing myself like at him. Like I wanted him so bad. So I was throwing myself at him. And then he wasn't fucking with me. He just wasn't. And then one day, I don't know, it just seems like, you know, like he just saw me for like what I was really giving. And then like I couldn't get him off of me. And then what was so funny was, okay, so I finally get him. And, you know, it was some good stuff going on. But we didn't have anything in common. So that killed me. Because you know how you think, like I was just talking about, how you think, you know, like somebody
last.
And
you got let down.
Huh?
And you got let down. You felt like?
Yes, because it was like, I thought he was like, because, you know, I was young, like the movies, and so all he wanted to do was be at home. Like just laying up under each other, watching a movie. I wasn't into that. I wanted to go to the mall. I wanted to go to Six Flags. You know, like I wanted to kick it.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, like he had that vibe where like if you saw him, you thought he was hip and like you thought he was just into stuff. And he just was not. He was so family bound, like to be so young, you know, like he just wanted to be around his family. And I was like, this man is boring as hell. You know? So it just fizzled. I mean, I got to experience him. Like I got to hug him and kiss him and all of that stuff. But then after that, there was really not much else going on. And
well, you got to think about it. You wasn't, you know, I guess maybe at that time y'all wasn't looking to be serious. It was just, you know, being a free spirit and, you know, just pretty much living a life, right?
Well, it's like, yeah, that part, but it's like, you know, I just had like a movie that was already playing in my head of who he was. And when I found out who he was, it just didn't match with my fantasy.
Got it.
At best. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't what I thought he was. He wasn't a bad guy. He just wasn't the guy that I thought. Like, I thought we would, you know, like have a lot of common interests, but we really didn't. Our only interest was like he liked me and I liked him. Like, I sat through a lot of movies, girl, that I did not want to sit through. But I was, you know, you're pleasing your man. I was just like, we really watching this shit? Like, you know, like it just wasn't. And that was a kick in my face because, you know, like I said, I had motives. You know, I hooked up with this girl. Like, okay, you'll be my segue. And then the shit flipped. And they're not even hanging out, you know? So then he came into my life in a totally different way, you know? But me and her, like, we hung out forever. Like, the only reason why I haven't even talked to her is because I lost my a cell phone a couple of years ago, and I never had her number memorized. and then I'm not on certain platforms or whatever. So, but yeah, it's just funny, how people maneuver. I mean, I was young, I would never do that now, but you're just a young kid playing in your mind or whatever. But like I was saying, you just never know, like, people's motives, because my motive was trying to get Ruben.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, like, hey, girl, like, what's up, girl? Like, where's Ruben? And a couple of times, like, that I hung out when I first started hanging out with her, I was like, girls, where Ruben at? Like, just trying to be like casual or whatever. She's like, oh, I don't know what he doing. Then it was like the third time me and her hung out. She was like, oh, I don't talk to him anymore. I was like, oh, shit.
Yes.
Well, me and her were like cool though. We were like talking on the phone and like, just being silly and stuff like that and hanging out. Now, me and her had a lot in common, but I wasn't interested in her like that, but she did end up being like one of my really, really good friends. But it's just funny how, like, or that situation where a friend introduces you to someone and then you and that person become really good friends and then you don't even mess with that person that connected y'all to.
Right. I get it.
Cool. That's mystical. Because I have two friends that I'm still friends with to this day, that this girl had brought us all together and we don't even mess with that girl anymore. And it felt weird with her not being there because I was like, how is this going to work? But this is what I told myself. I said, if it stays organic, because I thought she was the thread, but then I found out that she really wasn't. Because we never talked about her. We never talked about her. We had so much other stuff to talk about. We never talked about her. Sometimes it's like, I don't like her. I don't like her. Like it wasn't even that.
Right.
We both stopped messing with her, and we just went on about our merry old way. And then I was asking my parents, I was like, what does this mean? And they was like, sometimes people are just like an extension to like who, you wouldn't have never met that person if you hadn't known that person. And sometimes it just ends like that. I was like, But yeah. Interesting.
My bad. I'm over here.
I love it.
I got some nerds.
I love it.
And so I'm over here like throwing them back, and I'm really enjoying all of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, let's meet back here. I don't know. Are you doing something for New Year's? Oh yeah, you are doing something for New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to. Can we do it virtual?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably do it virtual.
Yeah, I'm not, girl, I am doing it. I'm doing my virtual too.
Okay.
No, I just threw that out there as an option. If people are gonna be in the city, they can do that. Yeah, I
okay.
Option, but yeah, mine will be virtual. Trust me.
Yeah. And what's today? Well, actually, now is Wednesday.
Wait a minute. So, you're gonna watch T.S. Madison's new show?
I am.
I heard it, but I didn't see it. It looks good.
Yes.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah, me too, girl. Like she's really just doing her thing, just doing her big one. I feel like, everybody have dreams and aspirations, no matter where we come from and what life threw at us. We all deserve that choice and the opportunity to,
She
get the
put in work though. I think a lot of people, and of course people do, because we just naturally do. We think something just kind of happened overnight, or happened within like a year or two. And some people it does happen like that for, but I just know that woman has been like out here for years.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Doing her thing, trying to find her way, trying to find her niche, and she found it, so never met her before, but I celebrate her. I celebrate anybody that is, breaking through and changing their lives. You can't do nothing but take your hat off for that,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm enjoying the ride, and whatever she can get into, and she's making such a visible, she's breaking,
Yeah.
so many walls, because RuPaul is an impersonator. He's
No,
not a trans woman, at the end of the day.
absolutely. And then check this out. So RuPaul um has I feel like T.S. Madison and RuPaul have teamed up and now they have a beverage.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What is it
Yeah.
called?
It's called Love. Love. Don't Get Me the Lion. It's a fresh new brand, but it's got 7% of the alk in there. But
What?
seven,
Wow, that's great.
yeah, and so
So
not
not
but it does, but you get the feeling good.
get the buzz.
Don't be overboard because I need to reach out to her and see, hey, could you send me some of those drinks, that RuPaul sing you, and let me go ahead and get my sample on in, so I
Yeah,
can let
you
people
can,
know.
you could do a live sample on them.
Yeah,
Do a taste review up in this joint.
that is
Wow, I'm proud of TS. TS gone, girl. They
okay.
talk about you when you do good, honey, and they gonna talk about you if you do bad. So just do whatever you feel like. Do whatever
Yes.
you feel like. We just had a family friend pass away, and it just, every time somebody leave, you just realize like you got to do you, honey. You have to do you. You get one chance being who you are, and honey, you better just do it to the fullest.
Right.
Because all that stuff does not matter. All those, all those naysayers and all that does not matter at the end of the day. Does not matter. Because them people are nowhere around, honey, for the finale. They're just not. They're just not. You just have to find your way and just be happy. Because, honey, these people, it don't matter. It does not matter. And I'm just happy everybody is just doing them. I just really, that just really empowers me, because we have our days,
Right. We
but,
do.
just knowing, and that's what Kim was saying, being around people that's, on your level, you know, people that are trying to, better themselves, trying to throw themselves out there, people that are, living fearlessly.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. It's all about being abiding 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 citizen, a
Mm-hmm.
law abiding citizen. And you know not being a problem in the community. out and mind your business. We
Mm,
can thrive.
absolutely. Okay, sis. Well,
All right. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right here, child.
I love it.
This was a beautiful day, and thank you for showing up for
Absolutely.
sister.
I'll call you tomorrow too.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right, guys. So we're at the end of our show. Thank you all for coming out and watching. Have a beautiful morning. Well, yeah, beautiful morning. Because I don't know why I'm trying to take it into the morning so quickly. It's only 11:31, but it feels later than that for some reason. But yeah, we're gonna have a great night, and yeah, until next time, guys. If you are the replay gang, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you're in the live audience, thank you so much for coming by and supporting. Shout out to Sonya Mabia. That's out here. My guys, make sure you follow her channel. Her link is on our community wall. I recently posted something of hers. I'll have to reshare another one of her lives on a community wall. But let's support her and get her subscribers up as well. And I don't know what you guys are doing for New Year's, but once I'll share my plans with you guys on what I'll be doing. But I'll be doing that tomorrow. So make sure you guys come by and tune in. Good night. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Hostess show. This is the show where we cover local news, we cover after dark topics, entertainment, and hot topics. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and also tell a friend to tell a friend. If you are generous, you can hit our Cash App. If you are very much so friendly, you want to keep on with the show, you can sign up for a membership and you can be a part of all of the greatness. Thank you so much.
What's up, everybody? This is Gary Little G Jenkins from the R&B Group. So when I come to Tulsa, I hang out with the Queen.